All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Market Close. We are live and we are ending out the quad witching day of the third quad witching day. We got one more in December of 2025. It is Friday, September 19th. And we are about to be done with the third week of September. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We got a pretty good close, folks. We got a pretty good close across the board. It looks like we're going to end at either all-time highs or near 52-week highs across the entire board. You got Robinhood right here, 123.59. Palantir, 183. Got back to 184. NVIDIA, 176. S&P, very close to closing at an all-time high. 664.05 is the all-time high right now. We're at 663.76. Grab couldn't get over 650, but you're at 637. Google right here, 255. Wow, I did not see Google for the past, I guess, hour. It hit 256. It's basically at 256 right there. Shout out to the Googs. Absolutely incredible. That one making a new all-time high. And then SoFi broke out to 29.63. We got about 14 minutes left until the market closes. It looks like we're going to close above 29, and that will be the first $29 close in SoFi's history. Oklo, I don't know what the hell is happening with this, dude. Someone bought like, what was it? $15 million worth of calls for 125 November. I mean, you got like, this is just taking on a life of its own. I understand they're a very important company when it comes to nuclear energy. Does it deserve to be worth 19.9 billion with no revenue, no earnings? I don't know. But if you're in it, you're in it. And it's doing very well, up 30% on the day, 135 on Oklo. Definitely makes you feel a little like, all right, this is kind of frothy. Not sure exactly what's going on there, but it's also frothiness in a certain subset of the market, and that subset is going to be high in demand, and it's going to be high in demand for energy. Now, one of the reasons Oklo is likely getting all this pull forward on demand is because this is our breaking news of the hour. Elon Musk's XAI has raised a fresh $10 billion at a $200 billion valuation, as per CNBC. This is quite incredible. Anthropic just raised at $185 billion. They're doing about $5 billion in revenue. OpenAI is doing about $15 billion in revenue. They just raised at $350 billion. I don't know how much revenue XAI is doing. I don't think it's anywhere near even Anthropic's numbers. I mean, I think it's maybe a couple billion, but I don't think it's anywhere near the $10 billion mark. This makes you think OpenAI and Anthropic are quite cheap, or either XAI is really expensive. But the LLM wars continue with a new fresh set of funding. It's fake news. Dude, I hate everybody. When did he deny it? Just now? He must have just put out the tweet. Oh my goodness. He had to just respond to this. When did he say it's fake? Dude, pretty much, he said it's fake 36 minutes ago. Okay, never mind. That's fake. This is why I turned off Elon's notifications, because I couldn't handle all the freaking tweets, but this is why you need to keep it on. All right, well, all of us reported it from 1 o'clock to 3:12, and then at 3:12. Dude, honestly, I'm happy it's fake, because a $200 billion valuation made no sense for XAI. I'm sorry. I gotta hold on. I gotta resend my text to Derek. I was like, yo, Derek got in this thing at 18 billion. I was like, yo, congrats. He was like, what? We raised 200 billion? I was like, yeah. I was texting him the CNBC article. I gotta be like, never mind, bro. You're still broke. That investment's not working out. All right, so never mind. They're not raising. But regardless, the LLM wars are continuing. And the point is, they're going to have to raise eventually. I mean, they're not going to be able to survive without raising capital in the future, especially with OpenAI and Anthropic raising as much as they're raising. Wow, Hoodie, 124.50 as we get 10 minutes into the close. Okay, so it looks like Elon's not raising money, but Hoodie is raising its stock price a bit. Palantir as well. 183.72. That's up about 3.8%. Tesla 425. That is up 2% on the day. S&P 664. Folks, we are in the last 10 minutes of Power Hour. Quad witching has not been that aggressive today, and if it has been aggressive, it's been aggressive to the upside, aka people probably exercising calls and market makers having to buy stock at spot prices to deliver on those calls, which is potentially leading to a little bit of a squeeze on some different names. We can't prove it for sure, but that could be happening, and you're seeing some of that momentum. SoFi 29.50. Hoodie, does she want 125 on a Friday? Oh yeah, I forgot. S&P's on Monday. If S&P's on Monday, that means you might get some buying today. That means you might get S&P rebalances September 22nd. You might, this happened with Palantir. I explicitly remember The Friday before the Monday that Palantir got included, you had a massive surge. It happened in the after hours, not during the like the market close. So we got about 10 minutes left. Maybe in the after hours, we might see a bigger surge, but we're definitely seeing it as we get into the close. 124.78. Looks like that's what you're seeing on Hoodie. Reddit right here, 264. Amazon getting a little bit of a dump. It was at 234. Now it's at 230. Salesforce right here, 247. And then Meta, 774. Meta also getting dumped. Apple, wow. I didn't look at Apple for the past couple hours. 245. Dude, that's a big move. $7 on Apple is a big freaking move. Apple has 14 billion shares outstanding. So 14 times 7. That's a $100 billion move on Apple in a day, likely based on the excitement for the iPhone 17 that is starting to eventually get rolled out. So there you go. That's what you got on Apple. How is Quantum doing? Again, I think D-Wave got to 27 at one point, 27.33. That's up another 10% on the day, 26.87. You got Rigetti that's getting some momentum. That's up 16% on the day. And then IONQ is up 7% on the day. All right, so how are we feeling? You got Quantum running, you got Oklo running, and you got the broader market as well. S&P 500 just hit a new all-time high that is running. I mean, you got momentum that's coming from a lot of different angles. The heat map today is pretty much all green across the board. You got a little bit of energy that's red, but outside of that, look at this, pretty much all green. Healthcare is red a little bit. Consumer defensives are down. That makes sense because tech is green. Pretty much all of software is green. And then financials are green. So financials, quantum, small cap, tech, and software. Those are kind of your, and utilities. Those are kind of, and utilities obviously because of energy, and Oklo is one of those energy names that's getting some momentum. Should we start trimming? It's a good question. We talked about it a lot yesterday. My thoughts are, hey, if we've got rate cuts coming in a good Q3, taking profits is fine, but getting completely out of the market is a bit, I don't know. It's a bit hard to fully rationalize that if you do think the entire market is, not necessarily at a level where it can't sustain a higher expansion of the multiple, which would be brought through earnings and the cost of capital coming down, quantitative easing. But the question is going to be if that ends up playing out. And, maybe it does, but maybe October there's a pullback. I mean, and I'm just saying it because it's like August, September, you haven't had the pullbacks, so you're expecting it October. What if that just doesn't happen? Now, granted, that's what people say before it happens, right? So I don't know. It's one of those things you have to really ask yourself, how comfortable are you holding on to some of these names going into the end of the year? In general, what I talk a lot about on the channel is, hey, sell some covered calls, collect some premium. If the shares get called away, it is what it is, right? That's kind of my philosophy on how I navigate this. Robinhood going back and forth. It hit 124.95. It looks like it wants to break 125. AppLovin just went vertical. Well, okay, so this is an S&P thing. Yeah, wow, this is definitely an S&P thing. AppLovin and Robinhood are both getting added on Monday. I completely forgot they were getting added on Monday, and you are seeing the ramifications of that happening on Friday. Well, I knew they were getting added on Monday, but I forgot that usually the index rebalance tends to happen the Friday before, because it's been so long that I owned a company that got into the S&P like Palantir. And you're seeing it. Hoodie, 10 cents away. 10 cents away from getting their Uber. How's Uber doing? 98.69, trying to get to all-time highs. Oklo, I think this one is still running. 135, up 28%. Hims had a great day. That's up 3%. MicroStrategy, a little of a day, down about 2%. That's why Misty's not doing that well. Pinterest right here, that's down 1%. Circle's up 2%. AppLovin, 650, breaking it right there. Palantir still at 182, and then Hoodie again looking for 125. Got to 124.99. Was not able to get there. Derek, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the 100,000 subscriber message. But Derek, I regret to inform you, I was going to text you, but the chat corrected me. Yeah, bro, your investment is not working out as well. XAI is not raising any capital. So sorry, Derek. You're gonna have to settle with only being up like 3x on the investment instead of 7x. But yeah, sorry. That was fake news. Sorry about that. Hoodie, 125. She is here. 125. She is here. We hit it. 125.08. There you go, baby. 125. AppLovin should also be running as well. AppLovin just under 650, hit 653. Guys, I mean, if the S&P rebalance is happening on Monday, which it is, and the index ends up rebalancing a bit before, or at least funds start buying the day before, which I totally forgot was going to happen today, we should see this either close at 125 or definitely stay above 125 by 8 p.m. when the market closes. And then hopefully it can open at 125 on Monday. Wow, there you go. $125.00 or $125.08 on hoodie. Microsoft, is that moving? Whoa, what's going on with Microsoft? 517 is not a joke. SoFi as well, trying to get to 29.50 on the close. Let me see. There's got to be something with what? OpenAI on Microsoft? That doesn't happen. I don't think Microsoft's getting into the S&P because they're already there. Microsoft is raising prices on Xbox consoles up to $650. Up to $650. Okay. For the people that still play Xbox, Microsoft is raising prices. That was enough. That was enough for for a 1% move on Microsoft. 1% is still a lot for Microsoft. This is, it's a $3.5 trillion company. That's almost a 2% move. 517 hasn't seen around 520 in a couple of weeks. Actually, it was at 495 on Monday. So it hit 519 right there. There you go. And then hoodie trying to get right back to 125. We got 3 minutes until the market closes. We did touch that 125 grab right there. 637. Google 255. Google again doing great today. And then SoFi looks like that's going to get a 29.50 close as well, which is not too bad. Farzad says right there, PlayStation forever. I haven't played video games in a while, but yeah, it seems like that Xbox news is pretty bullish. Farzad, thank you for the $100 super chat. Congrats on 100K just to start. If I could donate 100K, I would. No, I wouldn't. Has been awesome watching your journey and excited to see you dominate finance media, AK Media merge. Farzad, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for being here. Deeply appreciate it. We celebrated 100K for like an hour and a half on the market open, and now we just got to get back to work. So again, deeply appreciate everyone and very, very grateful for it. But now we got to get back to work. By the way, the reason the stream was lagging so much in the morning, and I have a legit excuse. This is not dogging my homework. This is what the building sent to me today. Literally, guys, 5 minutes, not even 10 minutes, 5 minutes after I closed the stream, the power went out. And so they sent this message saying, hey, we're sorry, the power went out, yada, yada. So I think the whole day during the stream, the power was like going in and out. And then as soon as I ended it, thankfully it didn't happen during the stream. I think it was wobbly the whole stream. So I know you guys are tired of the excuses, but like I just showed you the email. Like, I'm not making this up. I didn't like go to Canva and write this up myself. Like, no, they legit sent an email that said, hey, the power's been bad all day. And then it went out for like an hour after the market opened. I didn't even know if I was going to get to the market close. It came back 30 minutes ago. So thankfully we're here. But I'm glad we get to be here and we get to end out this pretty epic week. That was AI. That was not AI. That was a legit email. I'm serious, bro. That was a legit email. But I'm happy we're here. And we get to see how this ends up playing out. Robinhood 124.73, market close in what? We got 10 seconds, 20 seconds. All right, here we go. Even if we don't get the 125 close, after hours could actually be really exciting for AppLovin and Hood as they officially get included into the S&P. And then we'll see how the rest of the market closes out. We got a bunch of other headlines to get into that hopefully aren't as fake news as the Elon XAI stuff. But we will be covering all that on the day. Thank you, everybody, for being here. It is Friday, September 19th, 4 p.m. We got 100,000 subscribers. It has been one hell of a week. And it's one of those weeks where you remember why you're an investor in the first place. Thank you, everybody, for being here. The stock market is now closed. All right, there you go. There you go. We got on the close, 124.70. We're going to be on for another probably hour and a half on this close. So we're going to see how Robinhood reacts. But I am literally getting like the memories of Palantir before they got in around September of this time last year, 2024. After hours, it spiked up like 4 or 5%. So this kind of spike came in the last 10 minutes of the day. Maybe that continues after hours, but we're going to see. Robinhood right there, 124.53. Palantir, 182.60. Closes on the day. Not too bad. It's been about 3 weeks since we got back to 180. We were at 184. Citron shorted it at 184. Stocks at 182. If they didn't take profits when it got to 142, then they are break even and or negative on their short. And if that's the case, then, the short so far is not necessarily playing in the direction. Tesla right here, 425. That closed about 2% on the day. NVIDIA, 176. S&P 663.70. I think that's an all-time high on the close. That's not an exact all-time high because we were at 664, but that is a close all-time high, 663.74 on the S&P. SoFi gets the 29.40 close. This thing has a date with Destiny, and Destiny's name might as well be $30. I mean, we know it's going to go to 30 eventually. 29.47. That's up 4.5% on the day. Incredibly bullish for SoFi. Congratulations to those that are heavily in SoFi. AMD right there, 157. Googs gets the 256, 254 close. Grab, 5th day in a row of closing above $6, 639. Not too bad for Grab. Right there, 267. Amazon, 231. Meta, 777. Salesforce, 247. You had Microsoft, that massive 2% candle right on the Xbox news of raising prices. That's 517. Palo Alto, 208. Pinterest, 35. And then Circle at 144 on the day. Yeah, 30 is a big psychological number. It was big for Palantir. You guys remember, a lot of you guys are with me. We were staring at $29.99 for a while, and then it happened. And when it did, it was very, very exciting. So very important for SoFi. Wow, Oracle in talks with Meta for a $20 billion AI cloud computing deal. That's per Bloomberg. Oracle getting a jump right towards the end of the day. Dude, shout out to freaking Larry Ellison. This guy is closing deals across the board. Yup, that's Bloomberg confirmed. That doesn't mean it's actually true, but Bloomberg is reporting. Oracle in talks with Meta on a $20 billion AI cloud computing deal. CrowdStrike, 500 as well. Great upgrades for CrowdStrike 2 days ago, or I think it was yesterday. And that's what got this one up 10% on the day. So if Meta's given Oracle $20 billion and OpenAI's given Oracle $300 billion, I mean, they're probably just going to keep finding more and more. Oracle pumping a little bit after hours. More and more of these hyperscalers and or LLMs, foundation model companies, to fuel their RPO. And as that RPO is now up 450% year over year, it's just hard to ignore it. Oracle right here, market cap $877 billion. Larry Ellison net worth at about $350 billion. Pretty incredible. Okay, here was another headline that came out a couple of, I think it was an hour ago. Maybe it was, around 3 p.m. I think we saw this headline. Robinhood, Blackstone CEOs to speak at Fed on community banking. So this is also going to be really important because community banking is how a lot of these fintech companies operate, especially Robinhood. That's not actually a bank. They partner with banks. One of their banks is Coastal Community. There's going to be some new regulations and changes to how we think about the entire banking complex. And I would imagine the Fed would want to talk to a lot of these companies that are working with these banks. Not to mention, we also, as we talked about it on the Market Open, SEC Chair Paul Atkins, who is very open to embracing different ideas. He said, and I quote, "We've been thinking about it for years, it being the semi-annual reporting versus quarterly earnings reports. There has been much discussion on quarterly reporting leading to incentives for more short-term thinking. In principle, to propose a change like this is something we have been thinking about, and it is a good way to move forward." So you can imagine a lot of different changes across the board, not just with quarterly earnings reports, but also in the banking sector, which Paul Atkins said in the interview. He's interested to learn a lot more about different, essentially regulations, more likely than not deregulations they can help for. I mean, essentially, if you get rid of the quarterly earnings, that's a deregulation, right? So companies save money, time, et cetera. That might be the same for some of the community banks as well. Oracle right here, 310. Shopify, which Toby Luke just did a new CEO, or just did a new interview as the CEO of Shopify. It's like a 2-hour interview with the Acquired podcast. That one very close to all-time highs as well. All-time is 156, or 52-week highs, 156. Shopify right there at 153 on the day. Not too bad. Bitmine, how did that close? We closed at 60, I think. We closed at 60, 60.77. Again, this one was going a bit wild in the morning. It was at almost 63.90 and kind of closed at the day at 60. Now, this one, I'm happy that this one is being tame. And the reason for that is because you just don't want to get it, you don't want it to get out of control. Ethereum's down 2% today. Bitmine's up 2%. That's an expansion of the MNAV, which is good. You don't want the expansion of the MNAV to get so ridiculous that it's completely detached from their actual NAV, which is Ethereum, right? You want it to kind of be at least in line with each other. There should be a premium, but it shouldn't be a ridiculous premium. So we got to see it. But the fact is, if there is more of a premium, and I think what happened today is Tom Lee probably dumped a bunch of shares, bought up a bunch of Ethereum, and the market was able to withstand it because so many people are buying into Bitmine and want to get more exposure. And that's really bullish because that means the stock price doesn't have to go down even though you're getting diluted because there's so many buyers, and then the buying that's happening internally is for Ethereum. And whenever Ethereum does pop, that MNAV goes up real heavy, or the NAV goes up real heavy, which hopefully means the MNAV should as well. And that gets very exciting. So you got Bitmine right there at 60 on the day. What if ETH tanks? Then Bitmine's screwed. So then this all falls apart. Hopefully that's not going to play out. Oscar, how did that end out on the day? Even after dilution, 1897, not too bad. If you're an Oscar shareholder, can't be too upset about that. Lemonade, look at that, $60. That was up 7% on the day. Pretty much everything pumped today. I mean, there's not that many names I can find that were like, maybe they were flat, but not like names that were down 7-8%. And if there is, let me know. I mean, MicroStrategy was down 1%. ASTS, that was up 7%. HIMS was up 3%. Roblox flat on the day. Coinbase flat. Rocket Lab was up 2%. CoreWeave was up 3%. Duolingo was up 1%. Let's pull up the stock draft and see how we're doing on the third week of September. But pretty much everything had a relatively decent day, which is not too bad. Trump is live. Okay. I didn't know he was going to go live. Let me see. Were you guys trolling or is he actually live, bro? Or is he about to go live? I think he is about to go live. Hold on. I think he's about to talk about China and TikTok. Okay, the stream's not up yet, but I'll pull up, see a few streams that have him potentially about to go live. All right. For real. Okay, hold on. Let me pull up the White House. Oh, yeah. Okay, so he's signing executive orders. The official White House live stream doesn't have it. So I will wait until that pops up, but he should be, he's already, okay, so hold on. You guys might have a different stream. Let me pull this up. The White House stream tends to be delayed as well. What is he signing executive? What is he signing executive orders on? We got our year-to-dates as well in a second. Let's see. Dude, I don't see the stream. I don't see which stream you guys are streaming. I don't see which one. I'll pull it up in a second, but I don't see which one you have right now. If anyone has it, you can send me the link, but I don't see the exact stream that he is live right now. I think he's back from the UK, though. He came back from the UK yesterday, so he probably is in the Oval Office. Okay, stock draft right here. Oh, we ended first. Okay, so Matt's at 26.7. I'm at 27.84. Steve's at 7. Tanner's at 20. Chris is at 10.72. So we ended the week above Matt. And that is what we got. Yeah, I see the stream is up, but he's not live yet. So as soon as the stream actually goes up and he's live, then we'll switch over and we'll see at least what executive orders he is getting ready to sign. All right, so let's do some year-to-dates in the chat, and then we'll get some of the other updates. Matt right here again, 26.7. I'm at 27.84. Steve's at 7.4. Steve should be joining in about 15 minutes as well. Tanner's at 20.3, and then Chris is at 10.72. Let's do these year-to-dates and see what we've got. I know we did them a couple days ago, but now we are ending out the third week. Okay, so my last year-to-date on Monday was 129. Today, we are at 150. 150. Now, the reason for that is likely Grab and BitMine, like really doing well over the past 3 days, and that's what kind of accelerated it. And remember, Grab, there's options, so that's where the leverage comes in. But we're at 150 year-to-date now across the board. Gen C is up 75. Corey's up 42. Colin's up 51. Ray's up 119. Blake's up 61. Jonathan's up 73. I know people are going to hear this and be like, oh, this is too much. It sounds like, I get it, but it's also, we're in a bull market. And I mean, a lot of people are heavy SoFi, heavy Grab like myself, right? A heavy Rocket Lab, heavy Palantir that came back, heavy Robinhood that just hit a new all-time high. I mean, like when you're heavy these names and they're performing, I mean, it's going to help that year to date. It really will. Google, new all-time high today. So I understand the numbers are up there, but a lot of us deserve it just by allocating deeply, deeply into these names and then riding them out. Jordanton's up 35%. Xavier's up 90. B. Martin, 68. Oceanside, 36. Roberto, 46. Mario, 92. Christian, 68. I'm Beneficial, 225. That is incredible. Innovation Bull, 51 in 6 months. David, 133. Nico, 121. Tess, 227. Codis, 626. Ben, 148. Phil, 27. I think the average is around that 40, 50% range. Krishna's up 104. Robert, 108. We just need 3 good months, bro. We need 3 good months to end it out. Give us 3 good months to end this out, and we get to then figure out what to do for 2026. But I think at this point, everyone just wants to end out the year, dude. It's incredible, 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 incredible stuff. It's not easy to achieve, and getting there takes a lot of resiliency, especially for those that have been a name that, like SoFi and Google, core argument. It took a while for those to play out. They did. They ended up doing it. This is my year to date right there. 150.08 is what we got. Now, again, I'm also like, look, October, this could go down just as easily if we have any macro shakeup, any macro headwind, anything that changes the current state of how things are playing out. But if we don't, and you got a lot of people on the sidelines that are seeing people, get these triple digit returns, I mean, it's going to be really hard, especially for smart money fund managers, to not allocate. And the cool thing about this is, let's say you're a fund manager that's on the sidelines and that hasn't allocated all year. You're probably not buying Palantir or Hood. You're just saying, you know what, I missed those. But SoFi? I know SoFi's made a big move, but it's not like SoFi's at 100 billion market cap like Hood. Grab's made a move, but it's not made the type of move that some of these other companies have made. Salesforce, I'm not saying Salesforce is going to be the best returning stock by the end of the year, but it might get more liquidity just because people are like, well, it's undervalued. There is some growth. And like, I need to be in the markets versus be on the sideline. And so maybe you get software like Salesforce, Adobe, et cetera, catch a bid. Maybe a PayPal, which we all know is undervalued, that still could not catch a bid even on a green day like this. Maybe that picks up a bit. Or maybe the rich get richer. Maybe Hood gets more. Maybe Palantir gets more. Maybe Tesla and NVIDIA just get more. Maybe these fund managers like, you know what, we just cannot deny this anymore. And they pile in. And that's where things can get really fun towards the end of the year. But we got to see how this ends up playing out. How is your $1,000 managed Robinhood account doing? That's a good question. I was actually looking at it today. It is up year to date 17.3%. So I contributed on May 5th. So let me check the S&P. Let's see if they're beating the S&P. It is up 17%. S&P from May 5th to now is 17.7. It is almost exactly the S&P. So far, whatever they're doing in my strategies, the S&P would have duplicated. The question is, how can it perform, throughout the rest of the year? But yeah, basically right now tracking the S&P, which is not too bad. What is the website you use to see the money market funds? Let me pull that up right here, and I'll put that in the chat. Again, money market funds decreased by 20 billion. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry about the Elon headline. I mean, CNBC did a whole piece on it. They had a whole freaking, I was going to play the video of the journalist talking about his sources. I mean, we'll listen to a little bit right here, but Elon just said that it's not happening and XAI is not raising money. So either Elon's lying or mainstream media got it wrong.
Can report that XAI is raising $10 billion from a number of investors that I'm told may include the Public Investment Fund of Saudi Arabia, although I have not gotten comment from them. And that $10 billion raised will bring the post-money valuation for XAI to $200 billion. To put it in perspective, it wasn't long ago that it was raising money at about $50 billion. It did raise.
Elon saying that's not happening. Which also, dude, I'm happy that's not happening because it is. I mean, they just raised money. So, of course, I want them to raise more money because, I mean, that helps NVIDIA because a lot of that money is going to be spent there. But still, it's like, dude, it's a bit aggressive. And XAI is just not growing the way Anthropic and OpenAI are yet. And I think they will, but they're not putting up those. I mean, you're talking about a very expensive $200 billion valuation if it actually gets there. So eventually they will, but yes, AK Media got it wrong. But it wasn't just me, bro. And I waited 20 minutes before I tweeted it. Because I saw the first tweet and I didn't trust it. And then I waited for 20 minutes. I looked at a lot of other sources. Bloomberg came out, Reuters came out. Everyone's saying it. Okay, that it's official. I guess not. Until you hear from Elon, it's not official. So yeah, that one not happening for XAI. Oklo still moving after hours. My goodness, dude. Are they about to get some like $10 billion contract? Like, goodness gracious. I mean, this is absolutely incredible. This one is not stopping. This one is not stopping at all. J-Mac, thank you for the $10 super chat. Congrats on 100K. You made me, you and the entire community has built me into a millionaire officially today. Congratulations, J-Mac, on the $1 million. Absolutely incredible. And thank you for being here. Thank you for the super chatting. Thank you for the congratulations. Raul, thank you for the $20. Appreciate it. Adam, thank you, brother. $100 for the 100K followers. May you hit 1 million faster than you hit 100K. Thank you, Adam. Appreciate you, man. I'm looking forward to catching up with you and getting dinner soon once you're in the city. So appreciate you, Adam. And thank you for being here. Cheesehead, thanks for the $10. Congrats on 100K. Your streams got me through surgery recovery, helped me find my routine again, and gave me something positive to look forward to. Thank you. Thank you, Cheesehead. I love having a routine. And if this stream can be a form of escapism for some people and allow them to get their routine, that also means the world. So thank you, everybody, for the wishes. And now we get back to work. We got 100K. It's awesome. We did it. And now we get back to work. S&P right there, 663. AMD 157. Grab 639 after hours. Google 255. We will keep an eye on AppLovin and Hood because Apple right here 245. I do think there might be a deeper after hours move on both of these. I mean, they did make a nice little green candle right there going into the close. From Hood, it was 120 to 124. AppLovin 638 to 649. We might see that continue to pile up as we get after hours. Okay, Trump, is he officially live? Let's see. Trump is not live, not on their stream yet. None of the other websites have it either, so that's probably going to take a second. There was a rumor today that Scott Bessent was going to be the head of the Fed and the Treasury Secretary. For those that saw that rumor apparently is not true, but that was something that potentially was being rumored today.
Suggestion by Steve Bannon. Remember, Steve Bannon is making this suggestion on Sean Spicer's podcast that Scott Bessent should be both Treasury Secretary and Fed Chair. The White House now saying such an arrangement is not being and has never been considered by the White House. So consider that a full and complete denial by the White House that that idea is being considered by the White House. Now, clearly, it's being considered by Steve Bannon and Sean Spicer, who are discussing it on Spicer's podcast.
Okay, so I'm listening to that for the first time. I did not know they used Steve Bannon and Sean Spicer's podcast for that source. What is going on today with CNBC? They messed up the Elon story, and then they freaking used Sean Spicer's podcast, like with Steve Bannon. Goodness gracious, bro. Quite the interesting day across some of these news sources. All right, folks, let's bring on someone to the show who I called earlier today, and I thought he was going to say something that he didn't end up saying, but nonetheless, I'm so happy that he said it. Ladies and gentlemen, on a Friday afternoon, the Milkman. Steve, what's up?
What's going on?
Are you listening to music?
Yeah, I have the radio on in the car. The radio is still on. What do you want me to tell you?
I mean, you should probably turn the radio down so that people can hear you.
Okay.
Was that Taylor Swift? Who are you like? What?
No, I don't know. It's 102.7, whatever the hell's on.
Okay. Well, anyway, thank you for joining. So for those that missed the market open, I called Steve and I said I love him. Steve, I didn't expect you to say I love you back. I really didn't.
I'm trying to be nicer.
No, but where did this come from? Like you're not that guy.
I'm trying to be nicer. What do you want me to tell you?
I mean, no, I'm happy. Like, it's good. Like, we should all be nicer, but I expected.
You know why? Because you have a boat now. I want to get invited on the boat.
I mean, dude, that's a good idea. The nicer you are, the better chance you have of getting invited on the boat. It's a great idea. That's a great idea. Yeah, Eddie's laughing about it because Eddie was on the boat last night. All right, so let's get into it. First of all, you have a new newsletter article that we'll talk about in a bit. I thought this was a really interesting thing that people will see. Overall, S&P ends at all-time highs. NVIDIA basically at all-time highs. Palantir, SoFi breaking 2940. I mean, before we get into the individual stocks in general, thoughts on this bull market continuing after the rate cut? And is it a little too much to you, or do you think we're doing okay?
I mean, you knew SoFi was going to go up because I wrote calls.
I forgot you texted yesterday. You have calls. I forgot.
You knew it was going to go up the second I did that. I waited till after rate cuts. Because I'm like, all right, it's not really moving after rate cuts. So now we'll start playing that game. And the second I do it, it just starts moving. Like the second.
Well, yeah, and you have 30, which is kind of close.
You think? I can tell you, that's going to be a big tax bill.
No, you can't let those shares get called away at 30. No way.
Hell no.
No way.
I'll tell you
So
what did get called away.
Oh no. It's done officially?
It's done with officially.
It's officially done. It's over?
I mean, I didn't check my account. It may still be in my account, but I guess officially tonight or tomorrow it won't be.
So Tesla's done.
It wasn't worth. So it got so far away. It wasn't worth rolling. What am I going to do? Roll it to the end of 2027 just to save freaking what 160 points when I can just throw it into Ethereum and probably make more than that on it. It just and not have any time duration just didn't make sense.
So you're done. Tesla's over.
Well, no, I still have shares in another account, but
All right. Well,
you and I can have that debate if I'm still a shareholder or not, because I have them through my wife by proxy. So,
look, at the end of the day, Ethereum, I think, is going to be a good bet. So,
did you see Visa today?
Was it up or down?
No, Visa's now building on Ethereum.
Oh, did Chris tweet about this? I think.
Yes, he did. I retweeted it.
Okay, so Visa. Oh yeah, here it is right here. Visa on the growth of stablecoin. In the space of several months, we've quadrupled the amount of volume that we're doing on the stablecoin segment. Yeah, this is going to be additive to the big like MasterCards, Visas of the world. It's not a direct competition at all. It could turn into one, but they're embracing it more than rejecting it.
Right, and if they're embracing it, and if you're going to get more stablecoin adoption, I don't see how Ethereum doesn't do anything but go up.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Well, that's good. I own Visa in the portfolio, so that's not too bad. Bitmine bought 69 million ETH today. Is that confirmed? Does anyone have that? I mean, dude, it's still Steve. The Ethereum is down 2%, and Bitmine's up 2%.
I know. I had it on one of my screens at work, watching it while I was working, and I got to tell you, I started thinking to myself, how much of a premium is this game because of Tom Lee, not the drummer? Because if Ethereum's down and this thing is predominantly an ETH machine, the fact that it was up is crazy.
It's actually crazy. It shouldn't have been up the way it was up with ETH down, which means the MNAV is expanding. And the even cooler thing is, what if Tom Lee was dumping shares all day to raise money to buy more ETH, and the stock still didn't really get that affected?
Is there a real-time ticker as to how much ETH they own and at what price they own it at?
So that's the problem. There's a bunch of like websites, but they're not the most transparent about exactly the up. And I do hope that changes soon.
I mean, they're a publicly traded company. I would think that they need to have on the quarterly report, at least on the balance sheet, they're going to have how much ETH they own. And I would think that they're going to have it valued kind of the same way that Berkshire does with their portfolio, whatever the value is at the end of the month. And then we could just backdoor our way into what the price per ETH is at that point.
Yeah, I mean, you got most people saying it's at 1.4 NAV, which means they've added a lot more. I don't know if that's fully confirmed. I'm looking at a website right now that's showing.
But when you say when they say 1.4 NAV, they're saying 1.4 ETH per share of Bitmine.
No, they're saying
what they mean?
The
or that you're getting
so
a 40%
the price.
premium.
I'll take the price right now.
So the shares.
No, so you take the price divided by 1. No, you take the price divided by 1.4. So 61 divided by 1.4. That means the NAV is 43.5. Basically.
Okay, so there's a pretty big premium right now on the actual holdings.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's exactly. Yes, 1.4 of ETH per share. Exactly. Correct. So
No,
instead of the
no,
thing
no,
being
no.
priced at 43.50,
1.4 ETH per share would be. I got to sit down and really work this out because that doesn't seem right.
someone said they bought 15,000 ETH today in 2 transactions. Oh boy, that's a good amount of ETH they bought today. Well, okay, so if it's a 1.5, 1.4 MNAV, then the stock should be at 43. The Tom Lee premium is 61, and he can dump shares at 61 to buy more Ethereum at 45.50, which is not horrible. Yeah, their ETH per share is 43.56, trading at 1 MNAV. Correct. So they're at 1.5.
Yeah. So right now you're paying a premium. There is less than a 1-to-1 ratio. So you're
Correct.
paying a premium.
Yeah, and the other guys.
Listen, next week I'm buying more Ethereum directly and I'm buying more Bitmine. I don't really care what the price is at.
Are you gonna get rid of your SBET and just put it into BMNR, or are you gonna keep it?
I actually considered it, but it's such a small percentage. It doesn't even matter.
That's fair.
And look, I'm interested to see what all these different companies are going to end up doing. So I'm just going to hold it, that Ether machine. I think they'll be fine. And look, if Ethereum blows up, they actually may do really well if they're trading at a closer 1-to-1 ratio. So there may be value to be unlocked in those also.
The fun thing about Bitmine is it started off as a trade, I think, for all of us. But now that we've grown conviction on ETH, if there's a dip, it's like your favorite stock, right? If you believe in it,
You're just going to buy more.
You're just gonna buy more. You're not gonna be that scared.
You know what you need to do?
What do I need to do?
You need to get Tom Lee to autograph a pair of drumsticks for your apartment.
That actually would be pretty epic. I'm not gonna lie.
Because the fact that he's Tom Lee, not the drummer, you need him to sign drumsticks.
You know who followed me yesterday?
Who?
Downtown Josh Brown.
Oh, did he?
We gotta get.
Sure. Are you sure? Because he said
the real one.
He said he doesn't use Twitter.
I know.
You heard him say that he hasn't used Twitter in God knows how long.
He hates Twitter, but this is the official Josh Brown. Is that you?
Yes.
Dude, you are too trigger happy with that freaking horn, bro.
Okay.
Like you said, you want to be a nice person. Nice people don't honk at people.
Yeah, that's not true.
No, that is true. What nice person honks at someone?
That's not true. So, Josh Brown, now you gotta get Batnick.
Oh, we got to get Batnick. That's correct. Okay, real quick, going back to SoFi. So, I mean, and I want the chat to put their price. End of your price target on SoFi. I'm going to do a poll as well. What does your gut say, Steve? Now that you're seeing a little bit of price discovery, maybe a re-rating.
You really want to know?
I want to know. What do you think?
This could go to 35 or 40 by end of the year.
I think that's being a little bearish.
I can't believe you just said that's being bearish.
I think think about it. Rate cuts, okay? Bull market, refinancing, and then if Noto comes in with another 45% growth quarter, now really they need to increase their operating margins so that the market really, they need to beat on EPS by more than 1 cent. If they do, I mean, who knows, bro? What if this is a Robinhood Palantir moment for SoFi? Like, what if it is?
Then I'm the dumbest person because I sold options.
Well, you can always roll. You can navigate it, but I'm just saying.
I just need them not to cross 30 next week.
Oh, and then someone made a good point this morning. S&P, if Sachin said that, I mean, next year they're going to be eligible for the S&P.
Yep.
So, I mean, why wouldn't they get? I mean, maybe they have to wait another year, but like, there's a lot of shitty companies that you can imagine SoFi should be replaced with immediately in the S&P.
Agreed. Especially since the S&P loves financials.
The S&P loves financials. Yep. Yeah, when stuff re-rates, I mean, I don't know. This is price discovery. Now, so here's the thing, right? The whole banking element narrative to SoFi, maybe that is enough to hold it down. But if that shit's gone, if that narrative's done with, I mean, just like Google, the whole search is dead. Once that narrative was gone, it was over. So
yeah, we'll see. It's going to be very interesting. I mean, they're going to report in what, 4 weeks? End of October, they report.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's going to be interesting.
The S&P has not officially rebalanced hood yet. It'll be happening on Monday, but I think you did see a little bit of momentum towards the end of the day based on some index funds buying it before the other funds have to buy on.
Did you hear what Tim Cook said?
What did he say?
About being very happy that NVIDIA took an investment in Intel, and we need Intel, and he sounded like he was going to start working with Intel again, because he was talking about how important their foundries are.
I did not hear that, but you think that you think he's kind of, I don't know, previewing how much he cares about Intel? Because they used to work heavily.
I don't know. I think that side deals have been made. Let's just say that, because if you listen to his Kramer interview, he was talking about Intel for no freaking reason. I think side deals were made before all this went down. I think this is all just predetermined outcomes at this point.
Let me just, let me pull this up right here. So this is the clip, I believe, that you were talking about.
Intel come back. Okay, now the president's talking about having $550 billion that he's gotten from other countries to do manufacturing. Tim, you're doing $550 billion. Do we have enough?
$600 billion.
Right. Do you have?
Let me make sure that's the exact clip. But yeah, because they used to work with Intel for a very long time.
And then they started doing their own architecture.
Yeah, and then they started doing their own M4 chips. Yeah, that's all he said. That was the quote. We would love to see Intel, I believe. Here it is. I think this is the exact quote. We would love to see Intel come back.
Will you look at those again? You were over in Europe. Will you look at what they might be able to offer you?
Sure. Competition is very good for the foundry business. We'd love to see Intel come back.
Okay, now the president's talking about having.
That's it. We want to see Intel. All right. Who knows? Apple right here, 245. Did you actually end up ever selling Apple?
I did not.
Okay, because I knew you didn't, because you love this company too much. So it's printing.
Yeah, it's working. Everything's working. I mean, you could throw a dart right now. Everything's working.
Okay, so that's kind of scary, isn't it?
A little bit.
It's a little scary, right? I mean, you got freaking Oklo up 30% today.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. That whole, I don't know.
I mean, look, nuclear is going to be important, but 30%, they don't do any revenue. Like, there's nothing here. There's not even any kind of deals. There's or if there are deals, a few people know, and I guess retail just is hoping that it's going to be there. I've seen no major 13Fs come out over the past 2 months of people buying.
Think about Open Door. The fact that Open Door has done what it's done, I mean, come on.
Open Door was down about 4% on the day as well. Okay, so then here's the question. And by the way, in the chat, 43% of you say SoFi end of year is at 40. About 15% of you say 50.
Wow.
And then another 15% say more than 50. I mean, bro, if SoFi gets to 50 end of year, I'm just saying that is not like a complete Robinhood Palantir move, but 7 to 50 is halfway of what Robinhood Palantir did.
It's pretty wild.
Pretty freaking wild. Like, that would be exciting for a ton of people. Palantir. I haven't talked about this one in a while with you. Back to 182.
Yep.
What are you thinking?
I mean, I'm not changing. I think it's one of the greatest companies I've ever seen. I just think the valuation makes 0 sense, regardless if they just got $1 billion deal in the UK.
Do you think that, Citron shorted it around this price, calling for 40? Do you think it still has a shot of getting near those
I
levels.
mean, I think calling for 40 is a little ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think you could call for 120. I don't think you can really call for 40.
I had a TA person come on the channel 2 weeks ago who called for 120. And
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's out of the question to say that. But at the same time, I'm not going to be surprised if this goes to 220, 225 when they put up 50% growth next quarter.
oh, and we know they're putting up 50% growth.
Yeah. They're putting up, that's why I named the article exactly that. You need a second grade level of math to just do that calculation. They're going to put up 49.8% based off what they told us without telling us. I mean, it's pretty easy. They gave the guidance range for Q3. We know what they did in Q3 last year. You just subtract them out and divide. It's not hard. I mean, they're going to do 49.8% based off that number, and we know they're going to beat it. We know that they're going to come in higher. So,
okay, so if the stock was $169.19, would you buy it?
no.
Okay, well, I bought 100 shares.
Yeah,
I think I forgot.
Listen, you're the leader of the Palantir army.
No, but I don't. I haven't bought a lot of Palantir in a long time. But I think
I am going to make so many nicknames for you.
on
It's
Monday,
going to be like in Rocky IV when they bring Apollo out for the fight, and Stallone looks at him and asks him if he has enough nicknames, and you have no idea what I'm talking about because you've never seen Rocky IV.
No, I've seen Rocky IV, dude. I've seen
No, you haven't.
Okay. I've seen it. It's the fourth version of Rocky, obviously.
Uh-huh. What's Dolph Lundgren's name in the movie?
Whose name?
Exactly. You don't even know who Dolph Lundgren is.
No, I just didn't hear you. Say it again.
No, you need me to say it again so you can type it into Google.
No, I'm not typing anything, bro. I'll keep my hands up like this. Like, just say it again so I can.
You're waiting for somebody in the chat to say it.
No, I legit didn't hear you, bro. It's the Wi-Fi. Like
Dolph Lundgren.
Dolph Lumbering?
Oh my God.
Drago. That's Drago.
Ivan Drago. Yeah.
Ivan Drago. Exactly, bro.
People are saying it in the chat. You think because I'm driving, I can't see it. I can feel it.
No, no one's saying in the chat, bro. They're talking about mortgages in the chat.
Do you even know what Apollo's last name is?
Apollo?
Yeah.
Like the moon landing?
Oh my God.
What are we talking about here?
Your chat must be going on fire right now because they made 3 freaking movies about his freaking.
Oh, 11. Apollo 11. The last name is 11.
Oh my God. No. Creed. Jesus.
Oh, that's what you're talking. Wait, is that this thing with Michael B. Jordan?
Yes, Michael G. Jordan played Adonis Creed, which is Apollo Creed's son.
Okay. Understood.
Yeah, you've never seen any of these. It's okay.
Anyway, what I was saying is the reason I said 169.19 is because on Monday at 12:10 p.m., I bought 100 shares at 169.19 because that is the exact price I bought the day after earnings before they ended up going to 190. And so it got back to 169. And I was like, all right, I haven't bought 100 shares since earnings.
You're the leader of the Palantir army.
No, but that doesn't mean I'm just going to buy Palantir for the hell of it. Like, I'm just saying, like.
You're the king of retail. You should be buying. If you're buying, that means it's bullish.
Yeah, no, but that doesn't mean it has to go up. I'm just saying, like, the trend started to look up after a rebound from 150 and after in anticipation of the rate cut. And then we got the rate cut, which is why I bought it. But it could easily reverse across the entire market. And that's what, like, I don't know about October, bro. August, we were supposed to get some horrible dip. September, we're supposed to get some horrible dip. I know we got a week left of September, but what if we don't get it for the next 3 months?
Oh, now you sound like me.
No, I mean, like, no, well, you would be right. Then we're probably headed a lot higher.
Because
it's also hard to imagine.
I say that we don't have to go down in September?
No, you're right. And one of the reasons we don't have to is because we already ate shit in April, right?
What is going on? My compliance officer is freaking texting me.
You're probably not in compliance. You're spending all your time watching Apollo and all this stuff. You probably didn't get in compliance. See, the cops are coming after you too, bro.
Okay.
That's what happens when you watch so many movies. You don't get your work done, you know?
Sure.
That's what happens.
It's not what happens. But
What do you think about Nike?
that's something I've never bought, and if there's new news, I don't even know what it is.
It was down about 2%. I don't think there's any new news, but it's basically flat on the day.
It's just one of those companies. It's so hard to even consider.
Yeah. Probably not in compliance. Must be the A1 and mid choke. That was good, right? It's not too bad. It's not too bad. What'd you get from Pat's? Oh, you texted me what you got from Patsy's. You got a chicken parm today?
That's right.
Dude, but this is what you love getting. This is your meal.
Yeah, it's great.
Did you get some ice cream after?
I was going to. I mean, how crazy that's where that, and you know where I park. So it was parked right next to the hotel, right next to where I park.
Dude, Steve sent a picture of a freaking ice cream truck. And he's like, when's the last time you went to an ice cream truck and like got a...
Oh, I couldn't tell you. Who knows?
Yeah, it has to be like years ago, right? Like it's a pink ice cream truck. Oh, it's Friday.
The thought crossed my mind.
The thought crossed your mind. All right, so Palantir in general, same opinion. You're not buying it here. You wouldn't buy it.
You can't.
169, you wouldn't buy it. It's just a hold.
There's nothing bad to say about it. It's just the valuation doesn't make sense to me. Everything else is amazing.
Okay, so just real quick on this. I know you said the valuation doesn't make sense, but now it's been almost a year of holding this valuation.
Yeah, it doesn't need to come down.
But
it could be Tesla. It doesn't need to come down.
But is it starting to make more sense or still no?
No, but it could in the future. Look, it could easily grow into it. It may take a couple of years, and then it may get more expensive as a share price number, but not on a fundamental level. Look, you know that right now, let's assume they come in and they're around $4 billion in TTM revenue after this quarter. That's still a 90 times sales number.
Yeah. I mean,
it's hard. For anybody that cares about the actual fundamentals, that's hard to wrap your brain around. But doesn't mean it has to go down.
If they can keep that growth along with that margin expansion,
if they hit 50%, it's not coming down. I don't think anything takes it down. Then it's going to be, what's the magic number for next year? Do they have to now do 35%, or do they have to stay above 4? I don't know.
Yeah. That's fair. That is fair. By the way, guys, Trump is still not live yet. Executive orders, he's supposed to sign them, but he is not signing them yet. Google, new all-time highs at 256. This one just continues to print.
This one's going to continue to go up.
Yeah, it's kind of like thank goodness the market was like not as irrational as they.
And it's so silly because you know what? They were really waiting for a court case to finish before the rally started. It's like, come on, like, why all of a sudden, because the court case finished, people started buying? It's crazy. Like, I don't understand it. This was never getting broken up.
Yeah. No, it was never.
Hey, look, if you had Lena Khan, I would have been worried. If this was a different administration, I would have been worried. But once again, David Sachs gave you the game plan before he took the position. They all said, you cannot break these companies up. So I still don't understand why people were worried about that. It's almost as crazy as people being worried about search.
Well, I mean, like, now it seems definitively people are not as worried as, but it's also a price drives narrative thing. Like, you know, it happens all the time. And this time it happened. CrowdStrike got to 250 or 500 today, which is also nice to see. You don't own CrowdStrike, do you?
No, I do not.
Yeah, this one is another.
Did you see this new company, Netscope? The IPO cybersecurity company?
Yes, I did.
I started researching the founder. He's an interesting guy. He actually worked on Netscape, the first internet browser.
They went public today, I think. No, yesterday.
I thought it was yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday. Yeah. Did anyone buy this one? I don't think Robin had offered.
I need to look more into this company.
Okay, confirmed. Tom Lee's BitMine bought 69 million of ETH from Galaxy Digital. They now hold 8.66 billion of Ethereum.
Wow.
Dude, he went from 0 to 9 billion of ETH in 2 months.
Talk about velocity, right?
Not many people can find a way to raise 9 billion.
Yeah, but when you're Tom Lee and you're one of the only people that's staying bullish in the bear market, people tend to gravitate towards you.
Yeah, I mean that's where brand and
are we buying orbs? Like, what are we doing?
Dude, Dan Ives gonna be on Monday. I'm gonna ask him about him.
Do you own it yet?
No, I don't own this shit, bro. I don't know what is WorldCoin, bro? Like it's this biometric
it's some ChatGPT thing.
It's weird. I understand BitMine making a strategic investment. I don't understand building a treasury out of this thing. It's confusing. I don't fully understand why we need human authentication. Like, I don't know. It's a bit aggressive. Trump Live, Steve. It looks like he's got some things to say as well. Oh boy.
All right, well, that's great. Crazy. So I'm actually almost home, so I'll just rejoin
just hop on.
Computer.
Yeah. All right. Talk soon.
All right.
Guys, he's got the gold card with him.
We passed the continuing resolution in the Republican House today. It was an amazing vote, actually. It showed we want to keep things going and going properly. It was good for a lot of reasons. The Republicans want to keep government open. But in the Senate, we have 53.
Okay, audio is bad, right? Audio, it's the White House stream. The audio is always bad. Let me get a better stream. White House stream audio always sucks. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'll get a better stream. It'll be a little laggy, but audio should be better.
Amazing vote, actually. It showed we want to keep things going and going properly. It was good for a lot of reasons. The Republicans want to keep government open. But in the Senate, we have 53 Republicans total, and we need 60 votes. That means we need Democrat votes. I want to thank Senator John Fetterman. He wants to keep the country open. We're doing so well as a country. We're doing probably better than ever before if you look at the stock market. Tremendous investment coming in, records investment coming in. Everything's going well, but the Democrats are unhappy about that because they don't want it to go well. I think they actually dislike our country greatly. So they want to shut down the country. They want to have open borders. They want to stop the fighting of crime, where we've been very successful. The D.C., as you know, Washington, D.C. is it's a hot place right now. Everyone's having dinners. They're going out all over. There's very little crime. They haven't seen numbers like this in many, many years. And other places, as you know, we're going into Memphis. We'll soon be going into Chicago. We've already had people out there and in there, and FBI has been there. We've brought the numbers down, but we're going to be bringing them down a whole lot. But I guess they want crime and we fight crime, and it's a pretty big difference. They want to have men playing women's sports. They want transgender for everybody. And if they don't get everything that they want, all these things that they want that are proven so badly, they want to close our government down. We're not going to let bad things happen to our country. We're not going to approve things that we shouldn't be approving. Just today, the House Democrats voted against condemning the political assassination of Charlie Kirk. Who could vote against that? The condemning, all they're saying, please condemn the assassination of a human being. And they said, no, then we're not going to do that. Remember this, we had an election a very short time ago. Republicans won presidential. We won the popular vote by a lot. We won all 7 swing states. We won the Electoral College by a lot. We won most U.S. counties in a total landslide. So we won most. It's a very big statistic. We won the counties in a number that I don't believe has been hit before, 2,600 counties versus 525 counties for the Democrats. So the Democrats really should start respecting what takes place at the voter booth. In many cases, it's not a voter booth because they have mail-in voting, which is a very corrupt situation. But despite that, we won in a landslide. And we have to remember, when you win the election, elections have consequences. So we'll continue to talk to the Democrats, but I think you could very well end up with a closed country for a period of time. And we'll take care of the military, we'll take care of Social Security, we'll take care of the things that we have to take care of. A lot of the things that Democrats fight for, which in many cases aren't very good things, will not be able to be paid. So we'll watch and see how they do with that. They'll have to handle their constituents pretty carefully. So we're proud to announce that we won the House. We did fine in the Senate, but we need 60 votes. So we have 53 senators, and we need 60 votes. That means the Democrats have to vote in the Senate. And I don't think they will be voting. Now, what we are doing, we're really here today to talk about something else, which is the gold card, which is going to bring a lot of money into our country, which is going to reduce taxes and lots of other good things. But we'll save that for a little bit later. Why don't we do this first, and then we'll talk about the gold card, okay? Any questions, Jeff?
Now remember, the gold card is really important. That's something that Trump said could potentially raise close to $500 billion by getting lots of people to pay $5 million for the card. So we'll see if there's any update on that announcement here.
Your call this morning with President
It was great. I had a great call with President Xi, and as you know, he approved the TikTok deal, and we're in the process. We have some great investors, some of the biggest in the world, American investors, great people, and we look forward to getting that deal closed.
Is it fully approved? The Chinese statements didn't necessarily.
Well, I
indicate
think so. I mean, when you say fully approved, I don't know what that means. We have to get it signed. I guess there could be a formality. I found his word to be very good. President Xi and I had a long talk. We talked for almost 2 hours, and started at 8 o'clock in the morning. And I think it was a very good talk. We talked about trade. We talked about war. We talked about a lot of things. We talked about Russia, Ukraine, obviously, and Gaza. We talked about a lot of subjects. It was a long call. It was a good call. We have a very good relationship. But the TikTok deal is well on its way, as you know, and the investors are getting ready. And I think China wanted to see it stay open too. They wanted to see it. And I can tell you the young people in our country wanted to see it stay open very badly because, and if you take a look at my numbers, no Republican has ever done anything like we did. We got massive numbers of youth vote. And by the way, helped very much by Charlie Kirk. So Charlie was very much in favor of TikTok. He liked TikTok. And he said, you should use it. And other people said that too, and I used it. And I don't know if I have I think I set records. I looked at numbers that are phenomenal. We'll pass them out to you. And it had probably a pretty big effect on the election because we won the election by a lot. So we are at a situation where in a little while, meaning a number of days, we'll probably, I don't know if you can make a deal with these people. I think these people are crazy. Again, anybody wants open borders and don't want to fight. They don't want to fight crime. They hate to fight crime. And in Chicago, last weekend, you had 11 people killed, murdered, and you had 28 shot. And those numbers have been pretty consistent all throughout a period of time, whether it was 4 people, 12 people killed, murdered. And they don't want to spend money to fight crime. And it's not even much money, relatively speaking. It's very little. But we're going there anyway. It doesn't make any difference. We're going to Chicago. We're going to Memphis next. And we're going to clean up the crime in the cities because we have to do that. Okay?
Mr. President, with this deal today, are you confident that the CCP won't be exerting control?
Yeah, we're going to have a very, very tight control. And look, it's an amazing thing that's been created. There's tremendous value with TikTok. And I'm a little prejudiced because I frankly did so well on it. You know, it got me numbers that nobody's ever even heard of before. So a lot of people want it. The young people of this country want it badly. The parents of those young people want it badly. And so we were able to work out a deal with China. And it's a very good deal for us. I hope it's a good deal for them.
Would you be confident in a deal, or would you accept a deal where China controls the algorithm of TikTok?
Well, it's all being worked out. We're going to have very good control. We have these are American investors, all of them. And they all love our country. They're all very well-known people, very famous people, actually, financially. And they'll have control of it.
Mr.
And
President.
I want to thank President Xi because he was a gentleman. And we've just had a good relationship. And we wanted a lot of people in this country wanted to be open. And again, if it weren't open, maybe, I don't know. I think we won by so much it wouldn't have mattered. But we got a lot of votes. We got a lot of Republican votes from very young people. You go ahead, Jeff.
Thank you, sir. Russian jets entered Estonia's airspace today for 12 minutes. Do you see that as a threat to NATO?
Well, I'm going to have to look at it. They're going to be briefing me in a short while. So I'll let you know about it tonight or tomorrow.
What's your take in general?
Well, I don't love it. I don't love it when that happens. It could be big trouble. But I'll let you know later. They're going to brief me in about an hour.
And a follow-up on Charlie Kirk, there's been a lot of talk about free speech this week. Do you see a difference between cancel culture and consequence culture?
I mean, your question's a little trick question. I'm a very strong person for free speech. At the same time, when you have networks where I won an election, like in counties, I guess it's 2,600 to 525. That's called a landslide times two. When you have that level of popularity or voter support, as I did in the last election, and yet 97 and 94%, different numbers. You see different numbers with different stats, but 97, 94, 95, 96% of the people are against me in the sense of the newscasts are against me. The stories are they said 97% bad. So they gave me 97. They'll take a great story and they'll make it bad. See, I think that's really illegal, personally. You can't have a free airwaves. You're getting free airwaves from the United States government, and you can't have that and say, and somebody that just won an election, and I had to go through this during the election. I think it's a miracle that I can win. When 97% of the stories on the networks are bad, or whatever it may be, whether it's 89, doesn't matter. It's a tremendous number. You know it, you report it all the time, and it changes. But when you have that kind of a negative reporting, fake negative reporting, when they take a great story and they make it into a bad story constantly, that's what they do. Look, 60 Minutes took Kamala's answer and they threw it out and they gave her a different answer so that she sounded competent. When things like that happen, George Slopadopoulos from your network, right? George Slopadopoulos had to pay $16 million to me because of what he said. And that's ABC. You had to pay more than that. Your network had to pay more than that. So I think it's very sad. But I think that reporting has to be at least accurate to an extent. Again, when somebody is given 97% of the stories are bad about a person, that's no longer free speech. That's no longer, that's just cheating. And they cheat. And they become really members of the Democrat National Committee. That's what they are, the networks, in my opinion. They're just offshoots of the Democrat National Committee.
Mr. President, thank you. Liam Cosgrove with Zero Hedge. People are still anticipating who your pick for National Security Advisor will be. They're worried Marco Rubio is a little overworked. And one of the reported frontrunners is Michael Anton from the State Department. He's just authored the National Security Strategy. Also in the mix is Mike Flynn and Steve Witkoff. Can you give us an indication of who?
Well, they're all good. No, we'll make a decision soon.
Okay.
But we're doing very well. You know, I settled 7 wars, more than that, I think.
All right, so we're not getting the update that the conference is for, which is the gold card. I'm actually very curious about what they're going to do with that, so we'll get back to it when he starts talking about it. The gold card, remember, is the $5 million immigration card that was one of their ideas on how to reduce the debt in this country by selling $5 million of access to very wealthy immigrants that want to come to the United States. So this was one of their major ideas back in January when they kind of introduced the Sovereign Wealth Fund. Have we noticed we're not getting as many press conferences anymore? Like January, February, March, April, it was almost like twice a day. And now it's definitely slowed down a bit. But during that time, they were announcing all these different ideas. And that's why as soon as I saw the picture of the Oval Office, I got kind of excited when Steve was here because I saw the gold card. And I was like, oh, they're bringing that back. I did not know that's today. That's what they were going to be talking about. But that is going to be important. So this right there, once they eventually start talking about it, we'll see trumpcard.gov. Of course, it's going to have Trump's face on it. We'll see how that plays out. We do have an update right here on NVIDIA. NVIDIA signed a letter of intent for a possible $500 million investment in a UK self-driving startup called Wave. Here's a video of that.
The next $1 trillion company, you guys. All right.
Thank you, Jason.
Hey.
Hey.
I brought your car a new brain.
Look at this. Thank you, Jensen.
Inside is our brand new Thor robotics processor.
I mean, let's go for a drive. Can I show you?
Yeah, let's do it.
London is hard for.
Does anyone know this company in the UK at all, or have they taken off to any extent?
Human to drive.
Yeah, here's we're going to have an unprotected turn, which will be interesting to see. Hyde Park Corner, 4 or 5 lane roundabout.
I wouldn't do it myself. Well, I believe in you guys. This is a great experience. It was super smooth. I drove like a person.
We navigated through all these turns. That big roundabout.
Hyde Park Corner.
Oh my gosh. Nobody should navigate that. From now on, it should be done definitely by AIs. There's no question about that. That definitely should be autonomous. You know, I thought the driving was smooth. It was human-like. We nudged around parked trucks and vans. You know, we were a careful driver, but we weren't so careful that we couldn't make progress in the streets of London. You know, if you're too careful and you're too passive, you'll never make your way through the streets of London. And so, you know, it was smart about when to nudge, and it nudged really elegantly. I thought it did a really good job.
Thank you,
it's
Jensen.
fantastic. What great progress. Every single car in the future will have amazing autonomous robotics processors in it and have excellent sensor suite. You know, we're going to put Warrens everywhere. I'm going to put Thors everywhere. And, you know, all of these cars will now become software-defined cars and ready for the models that Wave makes. And so I can't wait for that day to happen.
Well, today we drove in Oren.
Yeah.
Next time we'll be in Thor.
Oh, that's fantastic.
This company, Wave is the name of it. Okay, I was muted for like 2 seconds, bro. I was muted for 2 seconds. It was not that bad. Today has just been like weird across the board. And I'm telling you, dude, I did not make it up. I got an email as soon as the market open ended of a power outage. I will show it again. This is not AI. You can see it right here. I really do think this is still why the stream's a little iffy today. Like, of course the Wi-Fi was being weird if the freaking internet wasn't even holding up. But yeah, I think that's what's been affecting it today. So this is the company Wave. I've never heard of them before. 500 million from NVIDIA looks like they're going to be getting. And obviously Jensen is excited because they're going to be buying a lot of NVIDIA chips to keep training their models. I don't know, bro. All these self-driving companies, it it like it's all going to come down to Waymo and Tesla, right? Like, are there really going to be that many players? And maybe they're like, hey, we're going to tackle the UK, but I'm assuming Waymo and Tesla want to also get a piece of the UK. So I pronounce it Wavy. It also, I mean, kind of sounds like Waymo, low key, but yeah, looks like Jensen will be making a bit of an investment in them. So there you go. The Zooks in Vegas, we didn't have time to look to like actually try it out, but we saw it on the roads. Again, I don't know if there's going to be that many of these things. It feels like eventually it'll boil down to like a couple of winners. But yeah, Amazon Zooks is in Vegas, and there was a very small like area. It's like a couple miles that it was allowed to go on, but it's not officially there. Okay, so this, yes, I did see this headline a couple hours ago. Trump plans to raise the cost of H-1B foreign workers visa to $100,000. I think this is why they're doing this press conference today, because they're probably going to be talking about this announcement in conjunction with the gold card. We just got to see if they actually start talking about it. Let's go back and see if they're getting close to that subject.
On the war in Ukraine, what are you asking?
Well, it's the same as his message to me. He would like to see it done. He would like to see it. I believe he would like to see it ended. Yes, I do believe.
These two wars that you were talking about, Gaza and Ukraine, are escalating at the same time. You're going to take the stage of the UN back.
Okay, so they're still talking about wars. I don't know why they're doing Q&A before doing the actual introduction of the executive order. So we're going to have to wait until he's, and you know, Trump can yap. So that Q&A might take a long time to get through. Can we look at Chipotle? What is going on with Chipotle today? Chipotle down. Why are we excited about Chipotle? Chipotle stock. I mean, year to date, it's down 30%. Past 5 days, it's flat. Month, it's down 10%. I mean, is there anything interesting about Chipotle? Is it even worth looking at deep? Like, it's Chipotle. Like, is there some AI burrito coming out or something? Like, I don't know. I feel like this story's old. Bill Ackman started selling his position, and like, it had a good run. I mean, it's had a great run, right? It's up almost 5,000% all time. But like in this market, who cares about Chipotle? Like, is there anything that exciting about it? Steve, should we look at Chipotle?
No, they don't even have good food.
They have decent food. It's not like they don't have good food.
So I'm going to say I'm really lucky. Come home.
Because you met me? Because you met me in life?
Obviously. But, you know, come home. My wife and one of her friends are here. They're about to make coffee. Going to make me coffee. And then I said, what do you want to do for dinner? And they're like, funny enough, we had a feeling you would say that. How about Tower? And I said, sound good. Order. Just order.
What's Tower?
Tower Diner. It's a great diner.
Oh, diner.
I think that's what they're going to go with. I don't know. You can order anything. That Chinese, I'm happy. I'm easy.
Isn't that like a perfect Friday?
Listen, it's a great Friday. And I'm crazy enough where order both. I don't know. I'll have a hamburger and some chicken and broccoli. I don't care.
That is a fun Friday, dude.
You know what? I'm excited for some coffee. Back on the wagon. Excited.
The mutual group chat we're in with the other guy who knows a lot about movies.
Yeah, the fact that you didn't even know who Ivan Drago is or what Apollo's last name.
Dude, I know who Ivan Drago is.
You know who he is now.
No, I know who Ivan Drago is.
I'm going to start my own YouTube channel of just talking to Amit about movies. Try to get you to get some culture. But, all right.
So we should actually do that. We should. And guys, I'll get to some of the other super chats at the end. I know we have a bunch of them, so I'll get them at the end. So Trump was supposed to introduce this gold card. He still hasn't introduced it yet. So whenever he does, we'll look at it. Yeah, what we were talking about before is just in general where we think the market's going towards the end of the year. The poll that I have in the chat is 69% of people think the last week of September is green. If we do end out green for the last week of September, even if we give back 1 or 2%, I mean, like we'd be at 650.
Do you want me to tell you where we're going?
It seems like September could be a strong year or a strong month for the year.
Would you like me to tell you where we're going?
Where are we going?
Higher.
Higher, baby.
Going higher.
Hopefully we get to continue going higher.
We're going higher.
Steve is 42. He's not 44.
Going higher.
Dude, 11 after Apollo was not the worst guess.
What are you talking about?
I'm just saying, bro.
Horrible. You know that I'm talking about Rocky, and I ask you what Apollo's last name is. They've only made 3 movies with the name in it.
I'm just saying.
They even brought Dolph Lundgren back to play Ivan Drago to corner his son in Creed 2. You really don't watch movies, do you?
I will. I will get better at it.
Did you watch the Lesnar fight I sent you?
No.
Did you watch the Lawler fight I sent you?
Dude, I fell asleep. What do you mean? I was supposed to watch that.
That was 2 days ago.
I slept the day
I'm
after.
hanging the boxing. Really exciting.
Okay, first of all, I was
watching MMA, so I sent you 2 fights, and you're like, "All right, I'll watch this and I'll go to sleep."
No, I was on my yacht yesterday, so I didn't have a chance.
Listen, I want to get the invite.
You got to keep being nice, bro.
I mean, maybe I'll send you a package from Fortunato Brothers or something.
How do you think if it got to 100K? No movies. Exactly. What happened? All right, so let's get some topics here that I have, and if you guys have any questions specifically on some certain names or stocks, you can put them in the chat, and we'll get Steve's thoughts. Amazon, is this the next one to break out, Steve, in the Max 7?
Some would say it's been breaking out. I think it's gonna go higher, but we'll see.
5% year to date. It feels like it's screaming that this is going to be probably 250, 260 end of year.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's difficult because where it was in 2023, it obviously feels like it's broken out. When you take a step back for anybody who's been in it for a while, the short term hasn't been great. And the past 5 years, it's only up 57%. So it's underperforming. But yes, over the next year to 2 years, I think it's going to be 350 or so. I think that they need to expand margins and they need to try to lower CapEx a little bit, but we'll see.
I feel like it is. I feel like I don't know if we end the year on a bull run and Amazon is stuck at 5% year. But every time it's made the attempt to break through 235, it gets rejected.
I think NVIDIA is going to break out over 200 is what I think is going to happen.
Why? Just
because
generally?
it's off its all-time highs. It's trading sideways after earnings. Their forward growth is amazing. And for the amount of growth that everybody's expecting, I think it's inexpensive and it can go higher.
Have you heard of EOSE?
No.
So this one I've heard of. I've never really looked into it. I think the CEO was on CNBC yesterday. It's another energy name. These energy stocks are finding their groove. Oklo, Bloom, Nanonuclear, SMR. Or is EOSE batteries? It's one. I think it's.
Yeah, companies like Chevron are just going sideways.
Yeah, EOS Energy manufactures battery. Well, that's the interesting thing. Like Chevron and Exxon can't catch a bid, but then you got Oklo, which has no revenue.
Bring up a 5-year chart of Chevron. I cannot believe how, and keep in mind, it's skewed because of COVID, but this thing is sideways since 2022. Yet in 5 years, it's up 106%.
Yeah, 2022 was 161. Today it's 155. Yeah.
And Look, Chevron is very undervalued. The deal with Hess is going to really expand their profitability. They are now getting in the lithium mining game, got a dividend yield of 4.3%. I mean, Chevron's where I would want to be right now in energy, only because big dividend and we need more energy.
So you wouldn't buy the EOSCs of the world. You would buy more.
Yeah, SMR. I don't know enough about that stuff, and I don't know when they're actually going to be making money. I mean, Chevron is a printing press, and they're going to be expanding free cash flow significantly next year because of the Hess deal. It makes them even more vertically integrated.
This is making me want to buy Next.
That's another one I need to get on the train.
Bro, look at these insider buys.
Where are we at on Next? It's 658. I mean, this seems like it's ripe for buying right now.
This has got to be obvious, bro. 500,000 buy, 350,000 buy, 280,000 buy, 100,000 buy. The insiders just buying. This is 5 days in a row. They're buying it up.
Well, did you look at the new investor deck?
I saw Chris tweet about it, but I did not look into it.
It's interesting.
But I don't know that much about oil and gas, but I'm seeing the insiders buy 100,000 shares every day. Like, there's got to be something that's interesting there.
So here's the thing. Next, you need to lock up your money for 3 to 5 years. Because
Agreed.
They're not bringing the trains on until 2027, I believe. And I believe it's the second half of 2027. I'd have to relook at that. But once they do, this thing is a free cash flow machine. What did you do? You hurt yourself? You're freaking 28.
No,
I'm just Wolverine. What are you doing?
I'm just stretching, bro. I'm just like,
dude, you shouldn't be tight.
I'm not tight. It's just, maybe I am a little tight. I don't know. I was just.
Oh my god.
What, a guy can't stretch, bro? Goodness.
Dude, you're young. You're too young.
I am not young, bro. We need to stop this propaganda. When you get to 28, you're pushing
young. 28's young.
Okay, to someone who's 40 or 50, it's like you're young, but you're not young anymore. Like young.
Yeah, your testosterone levels are still high.
Yes, but 28 is not 18.
You recover easy. Like, you shouldn't be having pain.
I'm having chest pain because you make me laugh so much. That's the reason. Anyway, 28 is not young, bro. You guys are. I know some people are older here, but 28 is not like
you crazy.
Dude, 28 is 2 years. So what? 30 is young.
30 is young.
No, 30 is young, but it's not young. Like,
yeah,
there's a difference. Like, when you're 30, you need to.
Athletes are in their prime from 28 to 34 usually. Unless you're talking about football, then it's different.
Oh, but that's what I'm saying. But like most NBA players by 35, they're done.
Yeah, NBA, your knees and stuff. Like, people are in their prime. Like, man, when I think about what I was like at your age, Jesus.
I agree. Anything over 25 is old.
Anything over 25, you're just getting out of college. Well, you're old just getting out of college?
College is 22. That 22 to 25, that's like some pivotal years. And then 25, you got to start, thinking about life and getting shit together and all that stuff. You don't have to have your shit together. But my point is, as you're into your 30s, more people are expecting you to start getting your life together. Not everyone has their life together. I agree. But it's like, you're not 18, right? Or like, oh, he's just figuring it out. It's like, no, you lived for 3 decades on the planet.
Okay, you're young. Don't try to get around it.
Anyway, what I was saying, so these energy plays, it's hard to see an Oklo go to the moon and then a Chevron stay flat. And the question is,
it's more annoying because everybody's going goo gaga over these nuclear plays, but it's like they don't make any money at all. And they're getting these crazy valuations when you have you need upstream producers, and the upstream producers are going to be doing even better next year. And when you look at the U.S. production on oil, we're at 13.6 million barrels per day, and we're at the highest ever in our country's history, and we're trending upward. It's just no companies are able to really compete with Exxon and Chevron on a price per barrel. And just the pure volume they're able to do.
Do you think Oklo is going to have like an epic collapse, or?
I don't know enough about it. I don't know.
But I don't know enough about it either. But this is a bit ridiculous. Like
The whole thing
just doesn't seem natural. But the thing is, it's not as bubbly as some of these other names because it's in a space that everyone knows needs more demand or is just needs more supply because the demand is so excessive, which is energy. So, I mean, as bubblish as it may feel, maybe it's not. Like, to be honest, bro, I don't know if I would buy Chevron over Oklo. I don't want to buy Oklo at these prices, but like if Chevron's going to be flat and pay me some 5% dividend, but Oklo has like growth potential, like real growth potential, I could see a logical argument for someone saying, I'm just going to go buy the pre-revenue company that I know is going to get a ton of nuclear deals. Even if I wouldn't buy Oklo.
Doesn't make any sense.
No. Now you're making people in their 30s feel bad. No, the whole point is to get everyone to realize that if you're over 25, you're old. Doesn't matter if you're 60, 50, or 27. That's my point. If you are over 25, that's it. You're old.
No,
it is what
once
it
you
is.
start feeling pains that weren't normally there, then you're old.
I think people are so taboo about the age discussion. I'm like, so I've embraced like I'm old, like above 25. It's like it is what it is. Like now I know it sounds a little childish, but still, when you get into that early 30 range, like into your 30s, which I'm 2 years away from, that's like around the corner.
Are you scared? Do you need to talk to a therapist?
No, I'm actually the exact opposite. I'm just like, you're the one trying to convince me I'm young. I'm like, no, like I'm not. Like,
But the fact that you don't think you're young is crazy.
In the grand scheme of things, yes, you're young, but it's not young. Like there's a difference.
What, do you want to be 2? You want to be young?
No, but like it's not 17, 18, 19. Like it's not, high school. Dude, my high school anniversary is coming up. It's we graduated, 2026. It's next year. The 10-year anniversary. Dude, I wonder what I would say if I go. They're like, Amit, what are you doing in life? It's like, well, I talk about stocks on the internet for 8 hours a day with a guy called the Milkman.
That goes to the farm every Sunday.
Yeah, so imagine someone trying to understand, like, oh, okay, so that's how your life turned out. It's like, yep.
If only they knew.
Only they knew. Okay, so what other stocks do we have people curious about? Let me see some tickers that people were asking about. Oh, here's a good question real quick. Is SoFi a buy to you at $29.50?
Who knows? I don't know. I mean, if you're okay with the easy money being made, it's probably going to go higher if you got 2 or 3 years, but I don't know. I mean, in this market, it feels like everything's going to go up. I can't predict the future. I'm not selling, so.
Would you buy next decade over Venture Global if you had to pick?
I think so. I think I'd rather buy next, only because, I don't know, I think Fiji's hard. It's not getting the respect it deserves. It's at 13.25.
Yep.
Wow. It's really not getting the respect it deserves.
Yeah, I mean, Chris and Matt think it should be closer to 30. So,
I mean, I would say
you haven't
25.
looked into Iran at all, have you?
No. No, I haven't.
What about like Bitfarms or Cypher?
I don't even know what those companies are.
So these are all Bitcoin miners like Iran that turn into data center plays. I think we need to look at them, bro.
I'll put it on the list.
I'd rather buy Iran than Chevron for the next year. Like
I'll put it on the list of
1,000%.
things to look at.
These are, I think your Seeking Alpha audience would really, really enjoy this content because
Limited.
Iran. Yeah. It used to be a Bitcoin miner and then it like pivoted. And it's not a Bitcoin miner. Oh, you just wrote an article on Chevron today. That's why it's fresh in your mind. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking at the oil industry. I wrote an article on Chevron. I wrote an article on Cisco. Wrote an article about doing nothing except investing in the S&P to become a millionaire.
Yeah, we'll talk about that one in a second. Do you have any thoughts on well, I asked you this on Monday, but PayPal, is that still a buy easily too?
Yeah, I mean, dead companies don't grow. It keeps growing. I mean, I don't know why everybody hates this company so much. It's a cash cow. It's undervalued, but once again, it's one of those companies that's not getting respected. So I don't know. People want to flock into other stuff.
Do you think okay, let's do this question. I think this will be a fun question. This will take you a minute to think of it. Maybe it takes you 30 seconds, but same thing for the chat, okay? Put your answer in one comment instead of like multiple comments. 5-stock portfolio if you had to pick today to hold until the end of 2026. So you're making a 5-stock portfolio for basically a year.
NVIDIA.
Knowing okay, go ahead.
NVIDIA is number one, Meta's number two. I mean, at this point, it could be all Mag 7 stocks. They're just going to get bigger.
See, this is the fun thing about this. Like, because I'm thinking we need to also, like, maybe an Iran should be in that top 5. I haven't done any DD, but like that, if data
I'm
centers
putting
are
Amazon in there. Because I think Amazon's going to run next year.
Well, the funny thing is you could pick 5 of the big tech companies and still go to sleep, right? Like,
yeah, I'm putting Microsoft in there.
And then let me guess, you're putting Google.
Yeah, and I'm putting Alphabet in there. Like I'm going 5 out of the 7.
What if this is the playbook for the next decade, bro?
It could be. It probably is. Like, do you have any worries investing in these? If you had, let's just use an easy number, 100 grand that you're just going to put into individual equities. You put 20 grand in each of these. Do you really have any trouble sleeping at night?
No, probably not. But this is not going to probably be the biggest outperforming portfolio. But
I'll tell you what, it's probably going to outperform the S&P.
Yes. It's just there have been some multi baggers this year.
Sure, but I'm not
that weren't the hardest of, like, I ran a lot of retail found that name. It wasn't like the hardest thing in the world. It's not a meme stock either, you know?
Not saying it is.
So I think in November we need to think of some content around 2026 portfolio planning. Obviously, the easy thing is just buy the NASDAQ, but it's also like, well, what if there are some really good opportunities in energy, really good opportunities in cyclicals, financials, small caps? I mean, if we're getting into a rate cutting cycle, I mean, I feel like IWM, maybe that's got to be there.
Small cap financials, Huntington Financial should do great. Truist should do great.
Yeah. Nebius, a big community saying Nebius is still super undervalued. I mean,
what's CoreWeave doing?
They got upgraded to 165 by Loop today.
Yeah, I'm not shocked. Their freaking backlog is crazy.
Wait, you wouldn't put BM&R in your top 5?
You said to sleep well.
No, I said you pick whatever 5 names you want to put.
Now, if we're going gangbusters, like all or nothing, it's not going to be this for me.
Okay, so give me the gangbusters portfolio.
Like if I'm going gangbusters, BM&R is number 1 because that's either going to 20 or it's going to $1.50, right? So you got to put MSTR in there.
No, you do not have to put MSTR.
You got to put it in there,
bro. Why?
Yeah, you got to do it. Next year,
no, you don't have to do it. MSTR is old news, bro.
Next year is going to be the year of crypto, so you got to do it.
I'd put a lot of names before MSTR in there. I don't know.
I mean, still going to put NVIDIA in this one because I think NVIDIA is going to do really well.
Okay. Yeah, I wrote gang bastard. Sorry, guys. I don't know how to spell. I don't know how to talk. My Wi-Fi doesn't work.
Yeah. What is up with your Wi-Fi?
Dude, the power went out like 5 minutes after the market opened. And then it came back 30 minutes before the market closed. Otherwise, I was going to have to not do a market close.
Did you buy what I told you to buy or not?
The power stick for the camera?
No, the freaking mesh net system.
Is that similar to Ethernet?
Pretend you didn't say that. You run your Ethernet cord into it.
Dude, I'm
going to send you what. I'll send you what to buy.
I don't know if in this apartment you're allowed to have those things there.
Trust me, it's your own apartment. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Plug your Ethernet. Trust me.
Okay, well, I'll have to see.
Who's your service provider?
It's not even it's not one of the big ones. I'll tell you. It's a specific one because it's. For
You don't have like Time Warner or Verizon.
Oh no, it's a different one. It's a totally different one.
Jesus Christ.
But the Wi-Fi was fine last week. There was no issues. It's just today. I think something in the building is being stupid, and that's why it was being dumb. Okay, what's the last two? BMNR, MSTR, NVIDIA.
While I think, go to speedtest.net and just run what your down and up speed is. It's probably going to get fucked up because you're streaming, but I'd be interested to know what the down and up is on your internet. Just hit the go.
Okay, what's a good one?
I mean, look, that's subjective, but as long as your up is at least 10 or 15, you'll be okay. But you should be getting like 100 or 200 BMS up. I mean, that would be, some people will tell you 400 or 500, but for what you're doing, you don't want anything lower than 15 or 20. And the down, you really don't want anything. You get 14 up. What's your down?
No, the up is doing it. The down is 9.4.
Oh my God, what? Your down should be
up.
And look, you're probably siphoning bandwidth because you're streaming right now, but wonder what
that's likely why.
Hold on.
The up is 52, the down is 9.4.
That they should not be inverted like that. No way.
But that has to be because of streaming, dude. If I wasn't streaming, that wouldn't be the case. Yeah.
I'm
gonna do it again.
I'm really far away from my router and I'm next door. And I'm on an older computer, and my down right now came in at 266.33, and my up is coming in, it looks like, at 22.3.
My up's at 52 and my down's at 9. Yeah, I'm gonna check this after I'm done streaming. And
yeah, check it after. I mean, you shouldn't be having problems if your up is 50 at all.
Well, there were no problems last week. That's what I'm saying. Today, the whole building lost power. That's why I feel like it was a today thing more than anything.
But yeah, I mean, you should be on with what you do. You really need like Google Fiber.
Oh, I know. Well, trust me. I asked those questions before I came in.
Why don't you get Starlink?
Honestly, I'm not opposed to getting Starlink. I've not looked into it
at this point.
I'm not opposed to it. I'm not opposed at all.
Well, we'll look at what the speeds are on your. Like I pay for 500, but I'm pretty far away and I'm going through a lot of walls, so mine is fine like this for this computer. But I pay for 500 up, 500 down.
I pay for the most expensive. That is 100% confirmed. But yeah, I think I'm going to try it.
We'll look at your setup.
Yeah, and I want to try it tomorrow because today again has been a mess the whole day.
All right, we'll look at your setup. I'll call one of my tech guys. There's a Wi-Fi frequency thing that you can download and run to make sure nothing's interfering with your signal. Whole bunch of stuff.
Okay.
I need
last
two more. Right?
Apple.
Not for a gangbusters.
Hood.
I mean, it's run so much.
Yeah, but so as well. No, the other ones haven't run as much. Palantir.
No. I mean, could you do just straight wire? Why would you need to do Wi-Fi? Where's your router? Is it in the room you're in?
The closet. No, it's in the closet it's like in a room next to my room.
Are you OCD by any chance?
No, I'm not. I mean, I am.
No,
OCD,
it's a legit question because if you don't care about a wire running along your wall, just go freaking order an Ethernet Cat 6 cable off of Amazon. Have it there tomorrow and wire it in. Don't even screw around with Wi-Fi. Because you're going to get the fastest connection wired.
No, that I know for sure. I just thought the Wi-Fi would be good enough to not have to worry about that stuff. But I mean,
all right, we'll talk about that later. Yeah, I don't know. Gangbusters is pretty hard.
Dude, 2 more. That's what
AMD could take off as much as I freaking hate them.
If Zucks is going to spend his, did you see what Zuck said today?
Oh, I saw what Zuck said. He doesn't care if they lose a couple $100 billion. He's so gangster.
I mean, dude, how many people can say that? Oh, real quick, I think we're getting the actual explanation by Trump now on the gold card. Let me pull up to this and see if we have something.
Thing to watch, but we are doing something where rather than coming into the border, 25 million people came into our country during Biden. One of the saddest things, the worst thing.
And those people on average earned $66,000 a year on average, and they were 5 times more likely to go on assistance programs of the government. So we were taking in the bottom quartile, below the average American. It was illogical. The only country in the world that was taking in the bottom quartile. So what we are doing now is we are going to stop doing that. We're going to only take extraordinary people at the very top. Instead of people trying to take the jobs from Americans, they're going to create businesses and create jobs for Americans. And this program will raise more than $100 billion for the Treasury of the United States of America.
Which we'll use for cutting taxes and paying down debt. We think it's going to be very successful. Essentially, we're having people come in, people that in many cases, I guess, are very successful or whatever. And they're coming in, they're going to spend a lot of money to come in. They're going to pay as opposed to walking over the borders. And they may come from jails, prisons, and everything else. These people don't. They're very productive people. And they're going to pay $1 million. The corporation's going to pay $2 million. And it's going to raise billions of dollars, billions and billions of dollars, which is going to go to reduce taxes, pay off debt, and other good things. So I think it's going to be very successful.
Are the big techs on board with this, Mr. President?
What?
The big techs, are the big techs on board with this decision? You just
what's going to, well, I wish you'd speak more clearly. I really do. Give it to me again.
Are the big techs, the CEOs on board with this decision?
Big techs?
Big techs. Can you talk to them about this?
Yeah, big tech. Yeah, it's big tech. It's every company. It's
Yeah.
big tech. It's big tech. It's big everything.
Yeah,
Okay.
the CEOs
It's a
of the big
company. I
techs
said it's
here.
not a tech company. It's tech companies and everything else. It's companies having a hard time getting people to be able to stay in the country. It's very difficult. Now, if you want to walk through the border, you can have no problem. People say, well, the best way to come in is walk right through the border, but they can't do that anymore because under our administration, the border is totally closed. You can only come in if you come in legally, and that's the way it's been, and that's the way it should be. And we're taking a lot of people out of the country that are here from prisons, from jails, from mental institutions, and even insane asylums, people that are crazy. We're taking them out of the country. We're getting them out of the country because you can't have a country like that. And I tell you, Christie and Tom Holman and all of the people that have worked so hard on this, they've done an unbelievable job. And I think we're getting great marks for it. People feel safe. Washington, D.C. is just the beginning. We brought the numbers down in Chicago a little bit by having the FBI in there for the last 5 months. We brought the numbers down in Memphis. They go to the restaurant and then they're held up. This is how bad it's been.
To follow up on the visa question, I think this may be the next thing that you're signing, but for the H-1B visa action that you're doing
It's going to
today,
be next. We'll talk about that.
you're very close to the technology
Yeah.
CEOs. Are they concerned about that?
I think they're going to be very happy. Everyone's going to be happy. And we're going to be able to keep people in our country that are going to be very productive people. And in many cases, these companies are going to pay a lot of money for that. And they're very happy about it. Okay, we'll talk about that next, Sarah. Okay. My friend, why don't you keep that, okay?
Thank you.
Done such a good job. Okay. It's phase one. John, are you happy? Pitch. Okay.
Okay, so that's the gold card one. The next one will be the immigration one.
In our current immigration system has been the H-1B non-immigrant visa program. This is supposed to allow highly skilled laborers who work in fields that Americans don't work in to come into the United States of America. What this proclamation will do is raise the fee that companies pay to sponsor H-1B applicants to $100,000. This will ensure that the people they're bringing in are actually very highly skilled and that they're not replaceable by American workers. So it'll protect American workers, but ensure that companies have a pathway to hire truly extraordinary people and bring them to the United States
We
to
need
work.
workers. We need workers. We need great workers. And
Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but Google's saying the fee that companies pay right now, Google might be wrong, but it's around $5,000. So correct me if I'm wrong. Some of you guys might have more info on this.
I can tell you it's not expensive.
It's not okay. So Steve has probably hired people before. Yeah. All right. So they're jacking up the prices to about $100,000.
it pretty much ensures that that's what's going to happen. I think, Sean, do you agree with that?
Well, they're $100,000 per year. So the whole idea is no more will these big tech companies or other big companies train foreign workers. They have to pay the government $100,000, then they have to pay the employee. So it's just non-economic. If you're going to train somebody, you're going to train one of the recent graduates from one of the great universities across our land, train Americans, stop bringing in people to take our jobs. That's the policy here, $100,000 a year for H-1B visas, and all of the big companies are on board. We've spoken to them about the gold card.
They love it. They love it. They really love it. They need it. Go ahead, Sean.
Mr. President, it seems like there's two categories of visa programs. The H-1B that a lot of people believe take American jobs, and then the gold card and programs like EB-5 that add value and jobs to America. Is that sort of how you look at the visa program?
Well, ideally, look, if somebody's got the people, they're not going to want to spend $100,000 as an example in your second category. So it's not taking jobs. And we need certain jobs. We need certain skilled jobs that we don't have. But they won't be taking jobs because, you know, ideally the people aren't going to want to, they're not going to have.
Investing in America and creating
Right, that's
jobs.
right.
So that's what I'm asking.
They're
is
really
it
investing
seems like
in it.
you have two categories. One, Secretary Lutnick, the gold card and EB-5 that create jobs, add investment, and then there's other ones that seem to take, you know, whether it's a J1 and O or an H-1B that take U.S. jobs.
Yeah, it's pretty correct. I would say that's a correct assessment. But the main thing is we're going to have great people coming in and they're going to be paying. I mean, it's wonderful to say, oh, gee, we took in 25 million people that, look, many criminals, jails were open from Venezuela, from many other countries, and they were let out of jail and poured into our country, our poor country, how it suffered with this stupid president that we had and the stupid people that surrounded him right around this desk, these liberal, crazy people that have destroyed, they could have destroyed. If we didn't win this election, our country would have been dead. Our country was dead. Think of it. And I've said this, man. The king of Saudi Arabia said, your country was dead 1 year. They thought it was dead. This country couldn't have survived another year of those people running it. And now we have the hottest country anywhere in the world. Think of that. And this is going to help. And we're taking in hundreds of billions of dollars. This will be taken in, the gold card will be taken in hundreds of billions of dollars. And companies will be able to keep some people that they need. You know, they need people of expertise, great expertise. And I think it's going to be a fantastic thing. And we're going to take that money and we're going to reduce taxes. We're going to reduce debt. We have a very, very strong country. We assuming everything works out great with the lawsuit that we have a lawsuit that's inspired by foreign countries that ripped us off for 25 years. But assuming we win that, we hopefully win it in the Supreme Court of the United States. We have a country that no stopping us. We're rich, we'll be rich. We can take care of poor people. We can take care of our military. We can take care of everything. We can take care of beyond the country. We can help take care of the world. That we don't, it'll just be the same struggle that we've had for years where other countries charged us tariffs and they ripped us off. Our country has been ripped off more than any country in the history of the world. And now we're doing what we have to do. We're taking in billions and billions of dollars at levels that nobody has ever seen, trillions of dollars. And we're using it to reduce debt. We're using it to reduce taxes. The great big beautiful bill is a big tax reduction. It's being paid for by the tariffs, and people are paying a lot less money in taxes. They're being
government, or they should head home and they should go hire an American. The whole idea, it's annual, and it's for total. It can be a total of 6 years. So $100,000 a year. So either the person is very valuable to the company and America, or they're going to depart and the company's going to hire an American. And that's the point of immigration. Hire Americans and make sure the people coming in are the top people. Stop the nonsense of letting people just come into this country on these visas that were given away for free. President is crystal clear. Valuable people only for America. Stop the nonsense.
And remember, the country,
It's just a fee, right?
yeah,
Fee to America.
the country would rather not have to pay $100,000, but and they'd rather, how do you do that? You hire Americans. So there's an incentive to hire American, but there may be instances where it's better off doing it through expertise or whatever it may be. But they're both unbelievable, whether it's a gold card or anything else that we.
All right. So if you're a company and you want to pay someone coming from a different country $150,000 salary per year, if I'm understanding this correctly, you will now have to pay $100,000 per year to sponsor them, which means the cost of that employee is $250,000, and they've got to be producing enough value to make that $250,000 make sense.
Hold on,
Steve. Go ahead. I was going to ask your opinion.
You're not incorporating fringe either. You're
You
not
mean, like,
incorporating benefits, health.
Oh yeah,
insurance.
all the other costs. Yeah. I was consuming that in the 150K, but yeah, you're right.
A 150 salary is not a 150 cost to a company.
That is
significantly
true.
higher.
That is true. Like, just raw reaction. Do you think that makes sense? Do you think that means companies are going to hire more Americans, or what do you think? I don't even think you have to get political on this. It's just like we're just talking math here, right? Like,
Yeah, I don't know what to think about it. It's I don't know.
I think logically,
I gotta really think about it.
Well, I think logically, you might have companies that want to hire more Americans to avoid the cost, but maybe there's an argument that the like some of the best talent, especially in technology, that companies have been bringing to the United States on H-1B, like, if you're going to get that good of talent, then it's worth, like, and you're a tech company and you can afford it, then maybe you can afford another 100,000. But like, logically, it makes me think more companies are not going to want to do that sponsor, which is really bad for people that want to get a job. Like my cousin, she's sponsored by a company. She's from India, right? So if her company had to pay an extra $100,000 for her to be here, I don't know if they would have hired her. I don't know. Yeah, 90% of companies cannot afford that fee, I would imagine. The only ones that can afford it are probably tech companies. And they would have to really vet the person they're bringing from another country to make sure they get an ROI. Now, the gold card is the one I'm interested in. Gold card, Trump thinks he can raise $100 billion off that. I don't know. Because the problem is, who's going to pay $5 million to get into the country? It's like, well, there's a lot of people that have $5 million, but it's like, are they the right people you want buying their way into the country? There's plenty of people that would pay the $5 million. It's just like, what exactly are their intentions if they're paying that $5 million? It does not come with 3% cash back. Yes, it is not the It is not the Robinhood Gold Card. All right, so those are the announcements you got from Trump. I think those are pretty big announcements. I mean, I guess we'll get some quotes from the tech executives. I'm sure they're going to say, yeah, we're fine with this because they have to.
The news networks are going to go crazy tonight.
I would imagine the news networks are not going to be happy with the fact that essentially to them it's an argument for less immigration, which is exactly what it is. Trump is saying. It applies to existing applications too. I will look through the executive order tonight and like actually see what they are saying. But if it does, that might be happening pretty soon. Yes, it's per year. It's per application and per year. So if your company hires 5 people internationally, that's $500,000 per year for 6 years, I believe. I was about to say Lutnick said it would be 6 years. Dude, that freaking name. All right, so that's what we got from the Trump stuff. We'll see what implications that has going into Monday. Steve, is there anything else? Any other names you've been looking at? Any theme? Oh, actually, let's get into your newsletter. So, what is the title of this? I'm going to link it, and what's kind of your argument that you're putting out here?
It's not an argument. It's more, I think that so many people are so hyper-focused on trying to find the next big thing where they don't even start with just the easiest thing you can possibly do with setting yourself up and letting time do all the heavy lifting. And the results are there. I mean, I think over the past 90 years, the S&P is up 61 years or something like that and down 29 years. I mean, I put it in there. And 30 negative years, 37 positive years since 28. I mean, it's just, when you really look at it, you go back up. You've only had one time it was down 4 consecutive years, 2 times it was down 3 consecutive years. And I made a model where I went year by year, or every year, and I did 2 payments a month, and I bought the shares at the exact price the thing was at. I did the dividend payments, and I modeled everything out over 5 years, and I ran just a calculator to give me 1 sec. Hold on. Hey, did you see what?
That's definitely his milk guy, bro. That's definitely his milk guy. Yeah, here's the newsletter right here. Steve launched this a couple weeks ago, so I think this is the 3rd newsletter he put out. So you guys can check it out there. Yeah, it's either the mafia boss or the milkman. He muted it, so that means it's serious. Look at him talking to this guy. He's like, Stevie boy, if you don't get the cash to me by next weekend, I'm going to chop your head off. Look at Steve taking a sip of his coffee, knowing that he has to come up with $5 million in a week. He'll find a way. It's his compliance officer. That's exactly who it is. Okay, let me do some super chats while he's doing his thing. The cost, thank you for the $100 super chat. Amit, congrats on 100K. I started watching you a couple months ago, learned a ton from you in the community. I was able to grow my portfolio from 130 to 325 as of today. Amazing. Grateful to you in this community. All the best for 1 million subscribers next. The cost, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. And thank you for being part of the channel. Congrats on the portfolio growth. Steven, thank you for the $5. I'm scared my BM&R 70 covered calls are going to get scared away from me. Am I the only one who's not that scared about BM&R? Like, I have 60 for November and I'm chilling. You guys are stressing out about 70. Like, I think we got it. Now, if ETH makes a big move, then yes, I'll be scared and I'll probably roll it. But right now, I think let it play out, you know? Ultimately, ETH has to catch up to BM&R's premium as well. So it shouldn't be too scary.
So sorry, I'm back. When our general counsel.
Wait. Who was that?
When our general counsel calls, I have to pick up.
We thought it was the mafia boss.
It was our lawyer.
We also thought it was the milk dealer. And you had to
no, I text the milk dealer. He doesn't call me.
You don't. Why don't you call the milk dealer?
Is I send him a text on a Saturday. He has my shit ready on a Sunday morning. It's great.
Dude, I cannot believe you have a milk dealer.
But no, in all seriousness, how easy is it just to invest in an S&P index fund? And
it's really easy.
If you were to do just over the past 5 years, I mean, $1,000 every 2 weeks, and I'm going off of that because that's basically what the max is on a 401k. Obviously, I'm off by $500, but I wanted to use round numbers. But $118,000 invested, your current value would be $180,000 and change. You'd be up 53%, and that's just the first 5 years. If you were to do $1,000 a month for 30 years, you would put 360 grand in, and you would have $2.06 million. You generate $1.7 million in profit or in interest, however you want to look at it. So it's just one of those things where I don't think enough people really think about when you're at a company and you have a 401k plan or a 403b plan. Just the easiest thing to do is just take the money off the top and put it in. Put it in a low-cost index fund or a total market fund and just let it compound. It's just it's so simple.
If you do that, you can't tweet pictures like this.
That picture is pretty funny.
Dude, like this is what makes people think this is a top.
Well, but how about obviously they knew what was going to happen when they bought it at 20. But
I mean, they bought it at 20. They knew they'd get Nvidia to bid for the exact same essentially price level they bought it at. And now the stake is up 30%. Like it's kind of crazy, bro. Could you imagine like George Bush or Obama or Biden tweeting these pictures? Like,
I mean, really think about it. Most people don't have the time and they just don't do the due diligence to really do well with individual equities. Now, if you have a lot of time to do the due diligence, I'm all for it. But just investing in an S&P index fund over multiple decades has always proven to do very well. It is just such an easy way to set yourself up for the future.
Yeah, no, I agree. There's no disagreement there. It's just obviously a lot of people, do really care about individual stocks, and so, they.
And you can do both. I'm not saying I'm not saying pick one over the other. I'm just saying that for a lot of people, a low-cost index fund over multiple decades will do very well, and you can still do whatever you want with the other money. Look, the way that we have it set up, we max out, both my wife and I, never see that money. It goes right in and goes right into an S&P index fund. I mean, that's outside of everything else. That is the safety net, so to speak. It's just so easy. And, so many people think that you can't become a millionaire and it's so hard. If you are just disciplined and you let time work, yeah, a lot of people aren't going to become a millionaire at 30, but you will be able to set yourself up for retirement.
Yeah. And I think everyone, including myself, which I should do it more, should set just a small portion aside, even if it's like a couple of shares of the S&P every other month, and just let it stay there.
Yeah, I mean, you're young. You got time on your side.
See, no, so stock market wise, I am young. That I'll give you, because at 28,
yeah, I mean, look, you're going to do very well in anything you do. But once again, I told you this last year, just start a freaking SEMP or whatever you want to start and just buy the S&P every month and just let it sit there and compound.
So what do you think about this comment? I don't care about retirement. I want to be rich before I turn 40.
Yeah, everybody wants to be rich before they turn 40. I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah,
at some point, you got to face the reality that, you have to make sure you're set up for retirement. Even if you're rich before you're 40, look, here's the thing. If $1,000 a month going into an S&P index fund is going to stop you from being rich before 40, I'm not buying that argument.
Yeah, I agree.
So I don't think that, not investing in an S&P or a 401k fund is going to stop you. If you're going to be able to become rich before 40, it wouldn't matter.
I just think arbitrary age targets on like numbers of wealth is the easiest way to not get there. Like if you say I got to be $10 million before I'm 35, it's like the odds are like, you know,
some people will do it. 99% aren't.
Yeah.
It is what it is. And there's nothing wrong with that. But look, the worst thing is starting too late. The worst thing is waking up at 50 and not really having saved for retirement. Like, okay, sure, you may have a house, you may still have a mortgage on it, but to me, saving for retirement is so important. I don't think enough people do it.
Did you see Paul Atkins today?
No.
SEC chair. He said we are taking very seriously semi-annual versus quarterly reporting.
I don't want them to. I understand why they're doing it. I don't want them to.
He said he's submitting the proposal like this quarter, and as early as Q1 2025, we could see it, or 2026, we could see it happen. Like, bro, think of all the analysts, the way they come up with projections. Everything's going to change. Like, this is 40 years of doing it per quarter since 1970.
No, it's not good because now there's just too many things that can go wrong with it. I mean, they'll probably do it. And I'm sure big tech got in his ear, and they're the ones that want to do it because
You think it's big tech?
Who else would have had this type of influence?
Trump's sons launching these stupid
when
crypto
I say
companies?
big tech, I mean specifically the all-in guys. Because of all the private investments.
I don't think the all-in
No,
guy.
think about it. It is one more reason why companies don't want to go public.
Dude, I just don't buy that argument that companies aren't going public because they have to report their numbers. Like, that's just such bullshit. Like,
it's just one more thing that they have to deal with.
I mean, if it's Chamath, then I guess he has way more influence than we thought.
I really think that it's stemming from them. I really do. But look, I don't want them to do it. And if they do it, I hope that they at least make the companies have a conference call if they're not going to make them submit a 10Q. But who knows?
Andy says, one of my coworkers yesterday called me and asked if I could help her with stocks because she's thinking about starting to save for retirement. She's over 50.
I hate hearing that.
Yeah, me too. Dude, that's literally but that's my mom. She started saving for retirement a year ago. I mean, she obviously has pension, 401k, all that stuff, but like,
but we got to also
outside of that, you know,
we also have to remember that 30 years ago, even 20 years ago, information was not nearly as fluid as it is now, or even 10 years ago. So I get it, but right now there's no reason not to be involved, or there's just no reason.
No, there is no reason, but still a lot of people don't think about it. And given how investing has become such a big part of mainstream culture, it is quite incredible to see how many people still don't care. Right? So you have a point. It's like starting early is so important. It's starting at whatever age you are is so important, but still so many people just don't care until it gets late.
Yeah, I mean, look, I wish more people started younger, even if it's $100 a month. Doesn't matter. Like, getting to that first 100K is so important because think about it. When you get to 100K in an S&P index fund, you're not moving in and out of it. You're not worried about it. You're not doing research. It's the 500 biggest companies. S&P has a 20% year. You just made 20 grand doing nothing.
Nothing.
It's just, it's the easiest way for people to not be obsessed about stocks, live their lives, not worry about it, build wealth over a long term.
Shweezy, thank you. The $5 super chat. Congrats on 100,000. I'm one of your earliest subs. I've been watching since June of 2021. I almost never comment, but I watch every day. Big thanks. Love you too, Steve.
Thank you.
Shweezy, thank you for being here. I deeply, deeply appreciate it. Oh, thank you for the $100 super chat as well. Natesh, thank you for the $100 super chat. Congrats on 100K. Respect the hustle. Natesh, thank you for being here. Donovan, thank you for the $10. Congrats on buying a ferry. I think it's a very sensible decision so you can carry more community members for meetups on water.
Is that why you bought a ferry?
That's why I bought a ferry.
So you can do your meetups privately and tour the city?
Dude, well, you know what? So that ferry, the idea I got from it last night.
I'm sure that you're going to rent a boat or buy a boat and just do your meetups like that around Manhattan.
No, I'm just like, bro, how is that not like the perfect way to end a date? It's like, hey, let's go to my yacht.
Can I tell you what I thought about doing?
And then you go to this ferry, and like it should be, and no one's there at 10 o'clock at night, right? Like no, but it still runs till 11. And you go out, you eat, you walk around, and then you say, hey, let's go on my yacht. And then you get on a nice little 20-minute ride in New York. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of.
This is going to make you laugh.
Okay.
I started researching how much like boats you can live on would be to avoid paying taxes.
How much? Like Puerto Rico? Like how long?
No, like legit, like big boat with everything. So sell property, don't have any property, and then you live on a boat and you don't pay property taxes.
Oh, you're talking about property tax. Okay.
But then I started looking into like how much the docking fees are and everything like that.
But who wants to live on a boat, bro?
Oh, that'd be so much fun.
No, that would not be so much.
It'd be so much fun.
A boat is fun for like a couple days in a cruise, or maybe 30, 40 minutes in a drive on the boat. But it's not like living on a boat, bro. There's no way you'd survive on a boat. No way.
Dude, I if I wasn't married, I will tell you right now that either that or one of those big Thor buses, I'd freaking join a country club and just park it right in the parking lot.
I like my Wi-Fi, ironically, even though it was bad today, my AC and my couch. I love that. Like, give me that. Can't get, I mean, you could get that on a boat. It's just not, dude, like the motion sickness, the waves, all that stuff. Like,
you're not parking in the Atlantic Ocean. You're docking in the Atlantic Ocean. I mean, come on, what waves?
There was some waves last night, dude. There was motions.
And I'm not talking about like a 30-footer though,
But tell me that's not a great idea, bro. It's like you go out for a date and then you're like, hey, I want to show you my yacht. And it's funny, right? Like it's supposed to be funny. And then you end up going on a nice little 20-minute cruise from Jersey City to New York, back and forth. Get to see the skyline in the freaking.
Yeah, it's a great view.
It's a great view. It's almost like you're touching the skyline. I did it yesterday. I was like, dude, this is like I don't even know there was a ferry like in this, but like it's
Wait,
cool.
You really didn't know there was a ferry there?
I didn't know there was a ferry that went from Jersey City to New York. I didn't know that was a thing, but and at night no one like really uses it. But on Sunday it was packed. I took Arnie on it on Sunday and it was like packed on Sunday.
Did I ever tell you what one of my buddies did when the pandemic happened?
What did he do?
My buddies drove down to Pinehurst, North Carolina, I think it's in, and freaking got one. You know how you can get the tent for the freaking Cybertruck? He did that with his pickup truck, and he just played golf every day and worked from. No, I'm serious. He worked for 4 months or 5 months. He lived there. He would just use the men's locker room to shower and everything. He would eat at the club, and he played golf every day because he was working remotely. We all thought he was nuts. It's like, I had the best time.
I mean, people had to get creative during that time.
Right? I mean, I got to find the pictures of it. It's actually hilarious.
Yeah, people had to be creative during that time. Dude, it was not, there's not going to be grinder dates. Okay. Yeah, I can't even, dude, if I actually start going on dates and I can't even talk about it on street, no one's going to believe their date. They're going to believe they're your grinder dates. Like, I can't talk about them. I cannot talk about them. You pay property tax on your boat slip rental. Dude, if you could avoid property taxes on an actual boat, that would be.
Well, yeah. I mean, when I started looking into the rent, the boat slip and all the costs, like it gets expensive. There's a reason. Do you know what BOAT stands for, Amit?
What BOAT stands for?
Yeah, what BOAT stands for.
Like BOAT, or the individual?
Yes, BOAT. Do you know what it stands for?
No.
Break off another 1,000.
Wait, legit, or you're trolling?
No, I'm serious. Break off another 1,000 because they're so freaking expensive.
Okay, dude. Like, Google found this from Facebook. Is that actually true? Break out another 1,000?
That's in the boating community. That's what boat stands for. Break off another 1,000 because they're so freaking expensive to run.
Wow, everyone's spamming. Yeah, everyone. Okay, I'm the only one who didn't know that, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a real acronym, but yeah, it's like a common.
No, it's like a unwritten acronym.
Break out another 1,000. How much did Jeff Bezos' yacht cost?
What was it, like
500 million?
Yeah.
Would you ever buy a yacht?
No.
I don't think I would ever buy a yacht, bro. I feel like that's...
One of my good friends has one. But I will say that he's crazy. He loves the water, fishes. I mean, he lives on it over the summer.
Yeah, see, I'm not that into that whole ocean lifestyle or water. I do love the water, but I don't know if I would want to live on the water for multiple days.
Oh, listen, a lot of my friends had boats, and then when they got married with kids, they all got rid of them.
Yeah.
One of my very good friends, I mean, he loved boating. He had one of those big cigarette boats, and his wife, I don't know.
Nick says, yo, Mitt, I just hit my first 100,000 today at 20 years old. Got to give thanks to you and others like Steve, who I've been able to watch and deepen my knowledge in investing and the market. Dude, Steve, you are a big part of the channel. 100,000 is a big milestone, but a lot of the reason, honestly, 99% of the reason people show up is for the glimmer of hope that you call
That's not true, and you know it.
That is so true, bro.
You do a phenomenal job.
No, the point is people genuinely are happy.
The fact that I will just check, while I'm working, I will just go to YouTube just to see how many users are watching your stream. And I'm always like, I am fucking shocked that you get more viewers than CNBC.
Yeah.
It's great. Very proud of you. It's freaking great. I love it.
But I really don't take that for granted. I mean, that's like, it's hard to do that, but like the fact that people actually care enough to be there every day, it's like you really take that serious. That's why I hate when I miss a show or like mic drops or the Wi-Fi died. Like
the fact that you don't have that on a stand above you that is ridiculous.
Dude, it really has been 4 days since I've actually gotten settled. There's still shit. I'm still audio.
Yeah, you still don't have you're still not wired in. You don't have a freaking boomstick. What's going on here?
The point is, I'm very, very grateful. And I think honestly, there's, like this, like the raw, authentic, like mess ups like that is also a reason why people can relate to it. And that matters. Speaking of 100K, shout out to my guy, Austin. So Austin's one of my mods. He sent me this when I was at 90K.
That's great.
Shout out to he sent me this at 90K. He said, don't open it for a while. Then I think I got to like 95 and he's like, okay, now you can open it. And there you go. Wall Street is the greatest show on earth. It's so dope, dude. It's like the fact that someone took the time out of their life to make a custom cowbell, bro. Like,
love that.
I mean, that's crazy, bro. Like, that's just
love that. Did you listen to Compound yet?
I did not listen to Compound.
You gotta listen to it. It's the guy from Tasty Trade this week. Really good. It's a really good episode.
Yeah. Let me just link Austin's Twitter right here, guys. Austin, he doesn't post that much content, but he's on Twitter and he's like, we got to get Austin to post more content. He's a very smart guy. For those that are into Google, this guy was screaming along with Steve and Benny about the Googs for basically the past 9 months. And in Miami, I think he told me he was like basically 55% Google. And that was before the run up to 250. So now it's got to be like
nice. Love
70%.
That.
Thank you, Austin, man. Deeply, deeply appreciate it. It's a very, very, very thoughtful gift. And I will be keeping it forever with me in the studio.
Love him.
Yeah, I didn't see that new podcast, but I do want to watch it.
You got a big list this weekend. Do you start Dark Wolf? No.
I'm just gonna end up sleeping, bro.
Dude, you're too young for that.
Oh wow, your dairy dealer. Thanks
see
for the $25 super chat, man. Thank you for your business, Steve.
You're welcome. You'll make it back on Sunday.
Steve, I have to buy us dinner next time. Like, we've gotten so many super chats that are basically meant for you, not me, that we need to you need to let me buy us dinner finally.
No, it's okay. I'll buy you.
Oh, how was Matt? You got to get dinner with Matt, right? Was that fun?
Yeah.
You guys had steak.
Yeah, we went to Ben Jack's.
It's good.
You know, we both got medium rare.
That's not good, but
it was beautiful. Next time you come in, I'm going to take you to either Benjamin's or Tudor City.
Okay.
I think you'll really like both, but like, I think Tudor City you're going to really like.
Dude, we got to go to Peter Luger's again. I went there only once. I feel like it deserves another shot, bro.
Have fun with that.
Feel like it deserves another shot.
You're not getting me to go to Brooklyn to Peter Luger's.
Why?
I'm only going to Brooklyn for like 3 things.
Pizza?
Lucali, which is pizza. Fortunato Brothers, which is a bakery. Or L&B. Well, I guess Luigi's also, so 4 places. Brooklyn's got the best pizza.
Your plate was still mooing. I agree.
It was not mooing. It was delicious. It was delicious.
We got to do Peter Luger's. We got to do it.
It's overrated.
Goldman Sachs says U.S. equity saw the largest net buying in 12 weeks. 9 of 11 sectors were net bought, led by infotech, financials, consumer discretionary, healthcare.
Dude, Link, Ome, I don't know. I don't want to butcher it, but yes, I agree. Amit should watch the training montage from Rocky IV. It's epic. Don't do it on YouTube because you're going to get demonetized because of the music. But I will just say this. The Rocky IV soundtrack I have probably listened to more times than anything else while I'm working out when I was younger. Like, unbelievable. That is one of the best soundtracks ever.
Wait, so if I
could not name a single song on it.
If I wanted to watch the Rocky movies tonight,
you're like, don't even bother. You're not gonna like Rocky 1. I think Rocky 2 you're not gonna like.
Why would I not like? Why wouldn't I?
I just don't think you're gonna.
Why is Rocky 4 so good if Rocky 1 and 2 suck?
You really want to go down this rabbit hole about why Rocky 4 is just amazing? Like, I'm going to spoil so much of it if I start going into it.
Wait, is that where he walks down the Philadelphia those steps?
I was in 1.
That. Because what the hell happened in 4 then?
Oh my God!
Why did they make 4 of these, bro? They're acting like it's Star Wars or some shit. They really need
dude,
4
Rocky
freaking
4.
Rockies? Like,
people
really?
get in like long debates about what's the best Rocky movie, and too many people disrespect Rocky 5. But
why does everyone keep saying if he dies, he dies?
If he dies, he dies.
I feel like 50 people sent this shit.
Oh yeah, it's one of the most heroic quotes from freaking Rocky 4. If he dies, he dies.
If it's heroic to say if someone dies, they die. What? What do we?
It's one of the best quotes from the movie because it fires Rocky up to seek revenge.
Okay, we're gonna take the risk. Screw it. I don't care.
No, don't do it, please. I'm telling you, don't do it.
It's 30 seconds.
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Okay, I'm playing it. I don't care. I'm playing it. I don't care.
Okay, Tony, get up back there. There is no moving like green. Did they light over? I just need the all bad. It's absolute pandemonium. You let me. You can do it, George. And you feel the real champion. What's the stretcher? Somebody sent for us out. God's sake. What started out as a joke has turned out to be a disaster.
Creed appears to be in very serious condition.
The man alive.
If he dies, he dies.
That was the epic quote. Really? If he dies, he dies. Really? That was the thing you guys are freaking out about as like the biggest like what?
Wow.
Really, guys? That's like that was
Like
he
now
dies.
you have to watch
He
the movie
dies.
to like really understand why. I mean, it's just
No, now I watched the movie. I can say I watched
no,
Rocky.
you did. You watched a minute.
Just watched Rocky 4, bro. That was the
No,
biggest.
oh
thing.
no.
If he dies, he dies. Like what? What are we talking about?
So sad. So sad. And then like I think 3 is underrated. I'm one of the weirdest Rocky fans because I'll legitimately put 1 and 2 last and go 4, 3, 5, 1, 2 in some cases because I think 5's underrated. I mean, and it's
There's a
hard because like,
5?
Rocky 1 is heroic. It's great, I know, but I don't know. I can't
Bro,
even
they
put,
stretched this like there's a 5th one. Is there a 6th one?
dude, yeah, Rocky 6.
What? Like,
Oh yeah. It's Rocky Balboa.
And they had Stallone in all of them?
Yeah.
What about is there a 7th one? Or are we...
So you start getting into the creeds now.
Oh, that's where the okay.
And Rocky was in Creed 1. Like Creed was unbelievable. Like people don't give that enough respect. So great. Yeah, I agree. Rocky 3 is my second favorite. Clubber Lang's amazing.
So would you say the Rocky saga is better than where does it rank in terms of the best like multi-film sagas of all
How
time?
many movies is considered multi?
I would say 4 or more.
4 or more? It's up there. It's really up there.
What other things have like Transformers has a bunch of them?
Not even in the same realm.
Godfather
had 3.
We could still count it.
I mean, Godfather is way better than Rocky.
So what about Star Wars?
So this is where you're going to get people are going to get some hate from me. Star Wars 1, 2, and 3 soft. 4, 5, and 6 really good.
But 4, 5, and 6 came before 1, 2, and 3.
Correct.
Because of the chronological.
Correct. Like Empire Strike Back. If you don't think Empire Strike Back is the best Star Wars movie, I don't want to talk to you.
What about Fast and Furious?
I mean, it's a guilty pleasure, but they got ridiculous. Like you go back and you watch 1. I mean, it's a guilty pleasure.
What about Lord of the Rings?
They're epic, but hard to really sit through after you've seen them. Like everything about Lord of the Rings is just epic.
What about Mission Impossible?
Epic movies, phenomenal movies, one of the best franchises ever made.
Okay, so you would put Rocky above Star Wars in terms of saga.
I mean, Star Wars. So here's the thing: Star Wars, Empire Strike Back, and Return of the Jedi could be considered the best trilogy of all time, hands down. But when you start adding all the other ones in there, it loses a lot of ground. Like,
Agreed.
Like you gotta really, when you talk to people that are 40, 50, 60, I mean, Star Wars changed movies. So, I don't know. Really good.
What about the actual best trilogy of all time?
Which is what? I'm even scared considering you're saying that. Scared.
I don't even know if I should tell you because, you know.
I may not want to hear it, but I mean, like, there's some really good franchises out there.
You have High School Musical 1, 2, 3, dude. Those
never seen them, never watched them.
You should really watch it one day. You really should.
And I'm going to say something that's going to be a hot take that people are going to get angry at.
The Matrix shouldn't be up there. The Matrix was stupid. After
Matrix 1 was amazing, and they got progressively worse.
Matrix 1 was okay.
No,
Amazing.
it was amazing, and the rest got progressively worse.
Yeah. And the Terminator also, that was trash. I didn't.
Dude, Iron Claw was so good, but Mitt's got no idea what it is.
I know what Iron Claw is. Bro.
Yeah, okay. That's why you just went forward to get to your freaking keyboard.
No, that's not. Oh, Zac Efron's in this shit? I like Zac Efron.
Iron Claw is great.
What were we going to say? What's your hot take?
That Sean Connery is not the best James Bond. That most of the older Bond movies were not that good. And Daniel Craig is hands down the best James Bond there ever was. Hands down.
I don't know who any of those people
That's
are.
going to be a hot take for a lot of people, but I don't care. Like, Casino Royale is the best Bond movie. Don't want to hear it. GoldenEye, second best Bond movie. Pierce Brosnan was great. People didn't give him a lot of credit.
Everyone's agreeing with you. Everyone's agreeing with you. Most people are agreeing. I've never seen the James Bond movies. I gotta watch.
Go watch Casino Royale. I've told you to do that in the past. You'll
I tried.
really like it.
It was boring, bro.
You what?
It was boring. I tried the first 5
Oh,
minutes. I got bored.
God, come on.
I'd rather start some new thing to watch.
Come on. You're killing me. You're killing me, Smalls. You don't know what that's from, do you? You're killing me.
I
Smalls.
do know what that's from.
You know what that's from? Okay.
The
Sure.
song by We Set Seagulls.
Wait, what? Excuse me?
That's from The Sandlot. Never mind.
Wow.
Dude, Google's
God.
fucking up, bro. Like, that's a legit song, though.
Oh,
Song
so,
by We
okay. I want you to pull that one. Does Steve know what Harry Potter is? Steve has never seen a Harry Potter movie. I'm not going to watch a Harry Potter movie. And somebody tried telling me that Harry Potter was better than Braveheart, and I said, I can't talk to you anymore.
Nah, Harry Potter has a legit cult, though. You can't
Like, I'm sorry. If you, like, one of my friends tried telling me that. I'm like, I don't think I can talk to you anymore.
No, Margin Call was trash, bro. Margin Call was not good. Big Short was amazing. Margin Call, I didn't like it.
Big Short was very good. Just give me 1 sec. I gotta tell my wife my order. Hold on.
This guy, bro. This guy. Yeah, I really do want to make an attempt to watch more of these movies, though. Matrix 2 was so good. I didn't even love the first Matrix, bro. I know some of you guys, I was like, okay, it was somewhat watchable. The other ones weren't.
About to get a burger medium rare, Mitt. Some onion rings.
A burger medium rare. Braveheart. A lot of people saying Braveheart.
Did you ever watch Braveheart? You didn't, did you?
No, but when I broke up with her, it forced me to be brave.
Dude, Braveheart is one of the most epic films ever made.
It's a military movie, right?
I mean,
never
I guess
mind.
you could kind of classify it as that, even though it's really not.
Oh,
It's a
that's the
horror-
guy.
it's a
Oh, I know
horror-
this guy.
it's a horror movie.
I've seen this guy's face. What GIF is he associated with, guys? The Hold, right? The Hold GIF.
Freedom in the Hold. I mean, William Wallace. It's amazing.
No, this guy, bro. Now I know where he comes from.
Yeah, Mel Gibson.
Braveheart.
It's incredible.
Oh, Mel Gibson. Okay.
I mean, this is an incredible movie.
Okay. Understand.
Like, easily top 10 movies of all time. Easily.
Easily top 10.
Yeah, Braveheart's just so... It's a masterpiece. It's really a masterpiece.
Okay, that's the one I'll watch then.
And the fact that people try telling, or one person tried telling me that freaking Harry Potter is better than Braveheart is just crazy.
Well, Harry Potter, it's either you're in the cult or you're not. I feel like that's the thing about Harry Potter.
Did you ever watch the Lethal Weapons?
No.
Dude, so here's a real... I'm interested in what the chat says. Lethal Weapon 1 or Lethal Weapon 2? Because I'll tell you, there's a real argument Lethal Weapon 2 is better than Lethal Weapon, but they're both phenomenal.
Danny Glover and Mel Gibson.
Oh my God, so amazing. I feel like it's going to be split with 1 and 2. Like, they're both so good.
Should I do a poll on that?
Yeah, I think you should. Like, 1 is so good, and 2 is just so good. Oh my God.
70% of you say last week of September is green, which is good to see. Or at least that's what we.
And yeah, I mean, 2's great with Joe Pesci. The drive-through scene, just so good.
Okay, 1 or 2. Which one for Lethal Weapons? For next week, Steve, what is your raw field next week? Green or red to end out September?
Oh, green.
I feel like we ended out, dude. Like,
Green. Come on now.
if we give some of it back,
We got 3 more days after that, right?
yeah. If we give some of it back, people are gonna buy, and if we give some of it back, it's so like expected that it's not even gonna hurt, or it doesn't feel like it's gonna. They would have to have some stupid macro thing really mess things up, and next week we don't have any crazy news like that. So I think we end out green next week. I think we should.
I got another hot take. You ready for this hot take?
52% say 1.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm a 1 guy, but 2, there's a real case. Like, I can see it both ways. I can see it both ways. All right, so here's my hot take. There's a mob movie that not many people have seen that is top 5 mob movies of all time. And it's the original Gotti movie from 1996 from HBO Films. And it is so freaking good. It is S tier. S tier.
What's it called?
I just told you, Gotti. 1996 HBO Films.
Has anyone seen that before?
S tier. You put that is in the same conversation as Goodfellas, Godfather. Unbelievable. And Donnie Brasco does not get enough credit. This has got an all-star cast. It is incredible. Oh, such a good movie.
I've never heard of it.
It could be Armando Santi's best movie ever.
What else is he known for?
I mean, he's in a bunch of movies, but I mean, just this is.
What about Frank Vincent? I feel like I've seen his.
Oh my God, really? He's in like everything.
Oh,
especially Sopranos. He's Phil Leotardo in Sopranos. Come on,
dude. I want to watch The Sopranos one day. Like actually, like really watch it because I have HBO Max and it's there. It's business, right? So I feel like.
I mean, I feel like you'd like Succession.
No, dude, I tried. That's just I don't like it. All right, so Braveheart. That's the movie.
Yeah, Braveheart's amazing.
Yeah, it's 60-40 for 1 Lethal Weapons.
See, admit if you just invested in the S&P, you'd have time to watch all these movies.
That's true. Yeah, that's actually really true. I would. Okay, let's do a couple more super chats, then we'll end it out.
Wait, hold on. Before you do, just one favor. Samir Soriano, have you seen Bloodsport? We're going to pretend you didn't ask that. Do you think I'm somebody who hasn't seen Bloodsport? We know Amit hasn't seen it, but really,
I've seen Bloodsport, bro.
That's why you're typing to see what it is.
No, it's 1998 action. John Claude.
There's no way it's 1998. There's zero chance Bloodsport is from 1998. Zero chance, sir.
Bro, fucking Google 1988. Never mind. Who's John Claude Van Damme?
You don't do that.
No,
don't
genuinely,
Frank Dux. I've never heard of this guy.
All right, so you don't know the story about Frank Dux?
I am just learning there's a person called Frank.
Oh my God, this is like such a controversy. This was a huge controversy in the whole martial art realm for so long that there's this underground tournament called the Kumite. And supposedly this guy was a black ops guy. He won the Kumite. The movie is based off of like his own story, which a lot of people in the martial art community call bullshit. He started his own martial art. Like, it's freaking crazy. But it's such a great movie.
So he's like a big actor in these martial arts films?
Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Yeah.
Incredible. Oh my God, dude. Kickboxer, Double Impact. Like, Double Impact was huge.
Okay, I need to watch this.
I feel like you're trolling me.
No, I'm not, dude. I'm really not. I genuinely, if I was trolling, I would just say it after the troll. Like, no
Oh
matter
my
what.
God, no. Like,
I've never heard of Frank Ducks ever. I really am not a movies guy. I've never been into it.
dude. Oh my God. Can you watch, please, Tombstone one of these days? I beg of you. That's where all the gifts that I use are from.
I know you keep using the same ones, bro, and I'm like, where are these from?
Tombstone is one of the. It's a top 10 movie. Steven Seagal. I mean, we need like hours to go down the Seagal rabbit hole. Hours.
Yeah,
I love the fact that the chat's coming out with "I'm your Huckleberry." I freaking love it. Love it. That one of Val Kilmer's best roles ever. Incredible. I may watch that tonight just for the hell of it. I think I've seen it 15 times. I'm gonna watch it again.
Yeah, why don't we ever talk about Frozen, bro?
Like, I don't even know what Frozen is.
It's Let It Go. Let It Go.
Have
you never?
What are you talking about?
Like, that's the song from Frozen. Let It Go.
Oh, Tony Killen. Come on now. Heat's in my top 5.
Heat's not a good movie.
Heat's in my top 5. No. Stop it.
That's
easily in my top 5. It's technically, because I don't consider Godfather 2 the first time Pacino and De Niro shared a screen, because different timelines. Heat, the coffee shop scene, amazing. Just the whole movie's amazing. It's a masterpiece. Amazing.
I gotta watch these movies. You know, there's a movie theater in the apartment. You can hook up the HDMI and like it's like.
There's some movies, man.
No, I actually do want to watch movies like in.
Dude, you need to give Heat another chance. Like, Heat is just, dude. Val Kilmer's in it. Pacino, De Niro, John Voight. Like, so good.
All right, I'm gonna do that.
Good. God, there's so many good old movies. I should really just start my own channel for just talking about movies.
I've been telling you to do this for a while.
I know.
Okay, let me do some of these super chats. Bam, thanks for the $5. Hey, Stephen Mid, just sold all my Tesla after this run and went all in BM&R. 160K at 61 average cost. You think it's a good move?
Nah, I hope it works out.
I think long-term it will work out. I don't know if 61 is the best entry, but I don't think BM&R has to go all the way back down to like 45. But yeah, I think long-term it should work out. And it might outperform Tesla. I mean, that's what Steve's basically doing. So
yeah, I mean, I'm out of Tesla today also, but you got to have a better price than me.
Yeah. Rise, thank you for the super chat. 17,600 to 176,000 since June 2024. I owe so much of this to you. Just turned 40 and had nothing for retirement. Thanks for being there for us. Congrats, man. I mean, this is what we were talking about, right?
That's awesome.
You started at 39 up to almost 200K at 40. Like, it's not easy to do that at all. Not in 1 year. So.
Absolutely love it. Love hearing that. Congrats.
Uma, thank you for becoming a channel member. Appreciate it. Muckabee, thank you for the $10. Appreciate it. Again, Muckabee's big on this AI GPU energy data center plays, picks and shovels. So I do think I run.
By the way, there's some people in the chat throwing some fire right now about movies like Ronin, Elizabeth Ronin, up there. Great movie. Phenomenal. Beverly Hills Cop. I mean, have you seen Beverly Hills Cop?
Of course I've seen Beverly Hills Cop.
Of course. You don't even know who's in it.
I know who's in Beverly Hills.
Axel Foley,
exactly.
The only reason you know that is because they made an Axel Foley movie on Netflix. You probably saw it in the freaking algorithm.
How would I know that Judge Reinhold is in there?
Because you're reading it right now.
No, that's.
Do you know what else he was in?
Judge Reinhold?
Fast Times at Ridgemont High. You don't know what Fast Times at Ridgemont High is? What is going on here, sir?
Who's Phoebe Cates?
Dude. Oh wow, Princess Bride, great movie. Great movie.
Fast Times at Ridgemont
Oh my
High.
god, dude, Fast Times is great. Cult
Stacey
classic.
Hamilton. It's a teen interested in dating, giving advice by her unabitted friend, a love triangle. Oh, it's one of those like rom-coms.
No, it's not a rom-com.
How is it not a rom-com?
It's not a rom-com. I promise you it's not a rom-com.
It literally says comedy romance, bro.
It's not a rom-com.
What do you mean it's not
It's
a what the
comedy.
com-rom or
It's not a
something? Like
rom-com.
it is literally comedy / romance. Like
It
what
is
are you
not.
saying? What would you what's it? It's a
Comedy.
It's
It's a coming of age comedy like that. Dazed and Confused. There's a few of them that you put into that genre. It's just freaking great. Animal House. You ever seen Animal House?
Of course, I've seen Animal House.
Of course, you've seen Animal House. Of course. Yeah, Breakfast Club was good, but I mean, St. Elmo's Fire much better.
Okay, let me do a couple more of these super chats. Brendan, thank you for the $10. I am 25. I have 70,000 in my Raw, thinking of selling QQQM and trimming VTI to 10%, then putting more into Amazon, Nvidia, Google. I also self-covered calls and reinvest premiums. What do you think? I think Amazon, Nvidia, and Google, you can't go wrong over the next 5 years. And obviously selling calls on them far out the money, collect some premium. I also don't think that's a bad idea. So you could either buy one of those covered call ETFs, like a SPYI, QQI, or kind of just do it yourself, which is not the hardest thing. This one right here. Peggy, thanks for the $25 super chat. I'm not a fan of anyone who isn't my husband, children, and other family, but I'll make a special exception for you. Peggy, appreciate that. I don't consider anyone, I hate that term, bro. Fans, like I really hate it because it's just like weird when you think of it like that. But I think genuinely of all of us as community members, and I just happen to have the stream where everyone in the community comes together. But I'm really, really grateful that everyone's here every day. Jackson, thanks for the $10. Ask Steve if UPS dividend is sustainable and if he's buying at these levels.
I haven't looked at the financials recently enough to answer.
I like FedEx's earnings, but yeah, I'm not sure if UPS is going to be in an easy spot. George, thank you for my channel member. 13th Warrior sleeper hit. Antonio Banderas was in it.
Oh, dude, Antonio Banderas admit has no idea who that is.
I know who Antonio.
Yeah.
Dude, why are you like
Desperado? Get a little Desperado up in here. Yeah, I mean, you should watch Leon the Professional. I mean, that would be great.
Dude, the Mask of Zorro? Like, come on now.
You know who Baba Yaga is? You don't.
How do you spell that?
Baba Yaga.
Dude, when you give me these names, if I can spell them, I can look them up.
BABYAG. Baba Yaga. It's a nickname for somebody. You have no idea. Your chat knows.
I have no idea.
Your chat knows they're spamming it. John Wick.
Oh, John Wick.
John Wick. And then we could, I mean, if we went down the sports rabbit hole, like, I need to watch freaking Friday Night Lights again this weekend. Like, it's football season. Amazing movie.
Do you keep up with football?
Yeah.
So who's your team? Like your main team?
This year, I think the Bills are going to do it.
You think the Bills with Josh Allen?
Josh Allen, yeah. I think the Bills are going to do it.
I think the Chiefs are going to do it.
They're 0-2 right now.
Really? Never mind. I'm switching my pick.
They're 0-2. Kelsey took out his own teammate by accident because they ran the route. He got bumped, I mean, into each other kind of, but, you know.
Okay, I'll pick a different.
Oh, Surfer Boy, it's not even close. Caddyshack. I mean, I think that's more when you grew up. I mean, but you gotta remember, I was in the golf business for a long time, so I lived Caddyshack. So that's just going to be my favorite no matter what.
Updated thoughts on Misty?
Yeah, I mean, I'm still in it.
Dude, I'm in it too, but I think you and I are wondering, like, what's the point of being in it?
No, because if I can get my liquidity out in a year, it served its purpose.
Yeah, but
and then I have a free asset just generating income, and I don't care what the stock price is.
Agreed. I just feel like BM&R is what's more exciting. Like MicroStrategy feels like old news now, dude. I'm sorry, but like
What feels like old news?
MicroStrategy, like I don't know. Does anyone care about it? Like, I think if Bitcoin can make a run, then Misty will get exciting again. But until then, it's just flat.
Yeah, we'll see.
I haven't sold it either, though. I still have it.
Oh my God. Back to school, Rodney Dangerfield. Amit needs to watch that scene. Wow. Absolutely. I'll send it to him so he doesn't get demonetized.
Lost Highway. Have you seen that?
I actually don't know what that is.
What is your personal PT for ETH? I'm going 5,500. That's at my actual price target. Maybe that's too conservative.
What's the time frame? Like this year?
End of year, yeah, December.
2025? Yeah.
Like Bitcoin, I'm doing 130, and ETH, I'm doing 5,500.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in the 6 to 7 range for this year just because of how much money's going into it. I'm probably just a little bit higher than Amit.
I could see it get there. I just wonder if there's enough excitement to really get it up there. But I could see it happening.
Dude,
Same thing with Bitcoin. I don't know if I see 200, but I think Bitcoin's at 150.
That is freaking amazing. By the way, like, it's easily the best chat on YouTube.
No, it is 100%.
100%.
Dude, when we hit 100K, we spent an hour.
100%.
There was like 200 super chats.
Oh,
just
dude,
people.
Ron, come on. Lock, Stock, and Snatch, really? Like I didn't see those. Of course I've seen them. Amazing movies. Snatch was better, though.
Dude, what are you going to dress up for Halloween?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I
don't
just
tell me
told
you don't dress up?
Me? No, I
At your
don't
work,
dress
yeah.
up.
Why?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? You're like your corporate, like the workers don't dress up for fun?
No.
Why?
I don't know.
Dude, you need to like live life. Like, what do you
I
do?
do. Trust me, I do live life.
No, you're not dressing up for Halloween, bro. We gotta like.
Are you dressing up for Halloween?
Dude, I was born on October 27th, 1997. On October 31st, 1997, my mom dressed me up and put me in the Halloween competition for newborns, bro.
Okay.
That's how serious we've
Did you
taken
win?
Halloween. I don't know, but it was a really cute outfit. I think it was like a lion she dressed me up. I don't even remember it.
Right.
But Halloween's been big for me.
So, Amit, what's on tap for this weekend? Are you going to watch some movies or what? We're giving you all these ideas.
Every time you guys are giving me an idea, it's been boring in the first 10 minutes. No one has been able to suggest something that
First
genuinely
10 minutes. Dude, watch the first do me a favor. First 2 minutes of confidence. Watch the first 2 minutes of confidence. Please.
Confidence?
Confidence.
That's a movie?
Yes. Confidence.
By who? 2003?
It's incredible.
It has 6 on. Dude, I don't watch 7s or below on IMDb.
Yeah, but these people don't know what they're talking about. It's incredible.
No, IMDb is a well-respected portal for.
Just
ranking.
trust me.
Usually, if it's below 7, it's trash, bro.
Okay.
It's not the best.
Watch the first 2 minutes. You'll watch the whole movie.
I want a Wall Street movie, and there's none
There
of it.
aren't many Wall Street movies.
That's the problem, bro. We need more.
Look, you have Wall Street. You have Boiler Room. You have Big Short. You have Wolf of Wall Street. You have Margin Call. You have Glenn Ross, which really isn't even a freaking Wall Street movie. You got Trading Places. I mean, there's just not a lot of them.
Dude, people think I don't have an attention span, but then on YouTube, I can listen to like a podcast for like 2 hours. Like I have an attention span. It's just not around movies, which I'm trying to fix because I do want to be more culturally competent around.
Confidence will keep your freaking, I promise you, 2 minutes.
Promise, like how secure is this promise? Like,
watch it right now.
I'm not gonna watch it literally right now. I'll watch it tonight. Like, if you really think it'll keep my
First 2 minutes, I'm telling you, it's going to keep your attention. It's incredible. It's one of Paul Giamatti's best freaking performances. He's great in it.
All right.
Oh yeah, so there are so many freaking classics out there. Like Roadhouse is such a classic. Oh my god. And I watched Top Gun 2 Maverick again last night. I sped through. I watched certain parts. Man, was that so good.
All right, folks. I think that's it. I've been bullied enough into watching a new movie.
Yeah, but we know you're not going to do it.
No, I will. I will. This weekend I will actually.
Okay.
I think I've said that for the past 20
We know that you're going to sleep.
No, I'm going to watch it tonight. I am tired as hell though, but
all right.
I will watch it tonight. All right, guys. I think that is it.
I'm going to go have a burger, medium rare.
Enjoy your burger.
I'm going to take a mid out for another steak and try to get him to, not murder it.
Sometimes I'd rather murder it than eat it
Well,
alive.
we need to figure out a time in October for you to come in because I don't think next week's going to work.
Yeah, I'll come through in October for sure.
But we'll go to Tudor City or somewhere.
Dude, I'm close now. I'm close to New York, so it's easier.
Oh yeah, that's right. So it's actually easier. So we'll figure out a good day. Are you willing to read a book, or is that asking too much?
I mean, that's a bit.
Let me ask you this: are you willing to listen to a book on tape?
Am I willing to listen to a book?
And here's why I ask: when you're in the car driving and stuff, like if I give you a very serious recommendation to listen to, would you listen to it?
Yeah.
Okay. The Gold Coast by Nelson DeMille.
The Gold Coast. It's a book?
It's one of the best books. It's amazing. I wish that
Wait, is this fiction?
Yeah. It's incredible.
What? I mean, I thought you were going to give
No, I'm not giving you something
Dude,
about
I don't read fiction.
Okay. Well,
you want me to listen to some made up story for
I want you to listen to this made up story, yes.
Dude, what are we in 4th grade, bro? what
The Gold Coast by Nelson DeMille is incredible.
I thought it was going to be
I got the new Vince Flynn book coming out next week and a half on 9/30. I'm ready.
When's the last time you read a book?
Oh, last time I physically read a book? A while ago. I toned it down. I mean, I have over 300 or 400 books in my audiobook account.
Do you listen to them in the audio?
I've listened to all of them.
Okay, so it's not just like they're backed up.
No, this is over 20 years. I mean, I stopped listening to books a while ago, but before podcasts were a thing, my commute every day was 2 to 3 hours round trip. So I listened like a book.
Well, see, that's the thing. Now that there's podcasts, it's hard to.
It's very hard. But there's just so many good books from back in the day.
Dude, I had a big reading phase in 2018, and then I kind of went to my senior year of college. But I read 30, I read 30 books in a summer. I can name a bunch. I was really big into.
I read Angels and Demons in one day.
My mom read that, but we had it in our house. I never read it. But wait, did you read the Da Vinci Code?
Yes.
Ever? Yeah, I watched the movie, but didn't read it. But what do you call Dark Knight and Inception nonfiction? Yeah, but they're cinematic experiences.
Yeah, dude, the Jack Carr books are legit. So legit. Let me ask you this, Johnny Wineglass. Did you read The Camel Club or any of those books by Balducci? If you like Carr, you'll like Balducci. Balducci's amazing.
I'm going to put Steve's Twitter right here in the chat for those that have not followed him.
If you like Carr, Balducci and Vince Flynn, really, really good. Really good. Dude, who just said Johnny Wishbone? Love that.
I don't know what that is.
Dude, your freaking Chaz on fire.
All right. How about doctors?
Look at this, Mr. Blue, the Camel Club Rock. I love that, dude. Camel Club, Oliver Stone.
It's crazy because the chat has such good taste,
such good,
and
taste.
I don't. So it's like, and
Such
I wish
good
I
taste.
did.
It's incredible.
Oh my gosh, but it's been a long week, dude. It's been a long freaking week. Markets obviously had a good week. I got back to my routine. It's the first time I've done 10 shows in a week in like 3 weeks, like full market open close.
Dude, somebody I can't believe we just got a Willow in here. Wow. Amazing. After Amit doesn't know what Willow is. It's okay.
I don't know what Willow is. No.
You don't know. It's all right. It's all right. Don't worry. We're going to get you on the train. Just go watch Tombstone this weekend, please.
Okay, I'll watch that one. That's the one. I'll do it. All right, guys. I think that is it for us. Beckert, again, thanks for the $10 super chat. Congrats on 100,000 subs. Amit, we appreciate you. Ian, thank you for the super chat as well. Deeply, deeply, deeply appreciate you being part of this community. You've been here for a couple of years now. Guys, I just don't have enough words to express the gratitude today. 100K is a big deal. It's awesome, and I'm really appreciative of it. But it's also like, all right, we got it. Cool. Get back to work. Sunday futures. Back to the routine after 3 weeks, and yeah, we keep
Don't
things
worry,
going.
we're gonna get Amit to start watching movies. Don't worry.
Yeah. Now that we have 100K, it should be a prerogative of mine to be educated, so I can speak to the
This is right. This is true.
100,000
Very
people.
true.
that-
You gotta do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we got to.
All right.
We got to.
I must get going because I'm gonna go have dinner with my wife.
All right. Thank you, Steve.
See everybody
Appreciate it.
later.
See you later. All right, guys. That's it. We are done. What a week. Again, Austin, thank you for this thing, man. Absolutely incredible. And yeah, very, 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 very grateful for all of you guys being here every single day. That's it. We're done. We're done. Got 100. Feels awesome. Feels great. My mom was reading the chat. She called me after the stream, and she just saw how much you guys like deeply care and just all the love you were saying. I mean, it means a lot, dude, especially for a mom to kind of see that much love on her son. So that meant a lot. And yeah, we got it. And now I think the next milestone is probably 200, right? It's just the bar goes higher, and it'll take a lot of work to get to 200 one day, but keep working and keep going, and just it's the journey. It is the journey. It is the journey. Thank you, everybody. It means the world. Appreciate it. Yeah, first of all, enjoy your weekend, because for anyone invested in the stock market, you deserve to enjoy this weekend. This was an incredible week, dude. I mean, this was just one of those weeks, and hopefully we're able to maintain it towards the end of September, carry it on for the next 3 months, and then we'll figure out how to navigate 2026, because there's a lot of different ideas I have, and we'll think about it. And yeah, it's been a strong year, been a strong month. We got to keep it going. It's a strong, tight-knit community. That means the world. I'm not muted, even though this community trolls me every day about being muted. Yes, Sunday show as normal, 7:45. We'll be back in action. Hope we get a lot of stuff fixed in this studio, but at least we got the audio. If we're taking it one thing out every week, we got the audio decent this week, and so we'll try to get the rest of it figured out. Shilpa, thank you. Cactus Jack, thank you for being our personal Bloomberg terminal every single day. It means a lot, man. Really, in terms of finding the news, dude. Like, I rely a lot on your comments, and I know I can trust them when you post them. So, yeah. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. We'll get the meetups getting ready to be planned soon. Now that I came back from Vegas, I have some time to breathe. So we'll get ready on the meetups and the meetup planning, the event planning essentially for these meetups. And we'll have more details towards the end of the year. And we'll keep going. So there it is. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. Love you all from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for 100,000 subscribers. It means the absolute world. Enjoy the weekend. And we'll keep doing what we have to do every single day, every single week, navigating the markets. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you all. I'll see you guys Sunday on the Future Show. Bye, everybody. Have a good one.